Nice, we're live. Hopefully it drops in the server soon. Just type a regular shout out as well. Hello, hello. Can we get a sound check on the stream? I didn't see it light up when our dear friend Kanto talked. We're gonna begin about 2 minutes. You don't think it's recording at all, or you don't think it's recording your voice? Okay. I am talking for the next 30 seconds. What will I do? Unfortunately, I do say I'm creative, but I'm not creative enough to continue this conversation any further. Hopefully, this was enough to get your test completed. Double this. See what we do here. We always. Oh.
Stream already. I hear none.
Like for sure after all that.
Okay, it looks like it's light up.
I hear me.
Okay. That's why we start 10 minutes early. That's why we start 10 minutes early, guys.
You guys use the enable
Yeah,
dark
we're good
mode
now.
on Roll20?
Not yet, because it just kind of inverses everything, and some of the gifs and even some text can be lost. It's not bad. I'm happy they're trying it.
Yeah. I think I'd like the sheet still to have the white background, but because I separate the sheet into a different window. Maybe I kind of like this. Let's see.
All right, excellent. I don't got shade here for a proper roll call, so I'm about to shoot the opening, which is like 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds. So let's do a roll call now, so that when that concludes, we can jump in with a recap tonight. Let's see here. I just heard from Kanto.
Yep.
Bizian?
Hi, hi.
Average?
Praise be Allah.
Cloudy?
I am here.
Doctor?
Reporting for duty.
Excellent.
Shalom. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Thanks for joining the stream. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another session of Legends of Elder Earth, Phantoms of the Past, Episode 3. But I need the players be willing to do a recap of last session to get us into the mood to play tonight and refresh our memory.
I currently got one all written up for us.
Take us away.
Last week, on Legends of Elder Earth, the remaining prospective students of the new era of Ruin Warriors narrowly escaped the ravenous claws of a feral bear mouther, chasing them down every corner only to be met with quick thinking of the party. An oil slick proving too hazardous for the bear, as Phoenix left puddles of it to run into over and over again. An illusionary honey proving too much for the mouther's brain to comprehend as it got deceived by Judith Plum. After everyone barely managed to cross the crumbling bridge, a beam of light erupted upon the mouther, denying it access to the level the other warriors found themselves in. To get to the door they sought, they had to enact the same dances seen upon the hieroglyphs that were seen upon the floor, to which no one was felt by. However, the door to safety was sealed, to which Amrud could only decipher that it would only open by decree of the Queen of Mouthers. Sora, unwavering in resolve, pushed the others to continue on. A way out would be found with perseverance, but instead they found an unlikely friend. Inside a room with deep red carpet and statues, a book sat alone, the Book of the Red Warrior. An entity within spoke to Phoenix, telling her that it was a mouther sealed inside. It would help them escape if they gave it blood. Single option, Sora and another Rune Warrior took knives and bled half their life force into the pages. What came forth was a powerful entity known as Quira, a menacing creature with a destructive breath weapon that rent devastation in its wake. He hurried them. The queen was drawing near. He blew apart the door, and the warriors came to a circle, only for the one and only Yvresse to arrive, more monstrous than ever. She contested against Quira momentarily, but she was no queen, merely a pawn to the true Lord of Darkness. Palm, with immeasurable power over shadow and flame, stood unopposed even to Quira, one of her destructive beams striking a Rune Warrior and turning him to ash. A second beam phasing through Judith as the teleportation began. 1 year, Rune Warriors, and the Fairlands would be hers, was the departing promise as they returned back to the Academy to retell the events that transpired. With the drastic nature of what was to occur, the five would be fast-tracked, skipping a year and going into advanced training to prepare for the coming of the Queen of Mouthers, who wore the Dark Crown, the home of 1,000 Mouthers. They would travel to the estate that would be their home, meeting the caretaker and the daughter of the headmistress, who was named Sakura. They entered the dining hall when the time came, greeted by the primos of what felt like the whole world, and Aether Pendragon, who would usher the warriors into the new age and to face the coming darkness once more.
Thank you very much. Take a point of sweet inspiration. Make sure you use it. And if you ever recap again or you really need it, we arrived back at the Academy headquarters of Supreme, as lovely Cloudy explained. This time to pick rooms on the second level. So you get a chance to zip around as the meeting falls apart. You are told you have the weekend to yourself. about 2.5 days, and today is nearly over. You have time to do whatever you please, but for now, the other students have already left. You all venture upstairs. Perhaps it's time to properly get yourselves a room. I think some of you might already be upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Well, we ended last session with you guys picking out rooms, I believe. Some of you are not here yet. So down on the map. All right. So Sora and Lewis, you guys start to pick out your room in this lovely place. Keep it simple. I'll turn the lights off so you can really decide. Just for a moment. Everybody see now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would Sora know which room she would get the best view of the sun, or not the sun, the moon rising or falling?
Probably I would say the back, since the Fairland sits next to a mountain. Northern rooms are probably better. You would see it as it goes behind the mountain.
Okay. She would want to pick one that has the best view of that, so she would go over here into this room.
How about you, Lewis? Then we'll get into the fine details of what you're all up to in preparation for your little weekend.
Preferably, Lewis would try to find one of the rooms that aren't as extravagant in any way, just as simplistic as possible.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. I think that's a bathroom.
Yeah, I was joking.
Or these ones have like 4 single beds in them.
That's
Yeah, it's kind of like
this'll
barracks.
work, I guess. Lewis makes his way toward the upper left side. Still on the more extravagant side of things, but it'll do.
Kasha, having comfort in numbers in a new place, sees Sora go to the right side alone and tags the room to the right of her. Looks inside and her breath is taken. The beautiful scenery. Wonders why there's an elephant in the room. Takes a seat. Looks out the window. Is happy you all took away from that really crappy room you all saw back at the other main facility. Now, with that said, let's start with the pseudo power couple. The couple that's not a couple, that's a couple. Judith and Amrit, how are you adjusting to your rooms and how do you engage each other if at all?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's all you.
Sure. Because we chose last week. We're gonna do this, be room to room. So as Amrit picks his room, he's like, "All right, great. I'm gonna go disassociate by myself. See ya."
Yeah, of course.
Just go in his room there, and he'll just be like knocking on like the walls, like looking under the bed, just being paranoid as always. They're listening, aren't they? Fuck. He's gonna be looking around.
Judith will be sitting on this little couch here, looking out the window at the courtyard, and what is that? A fountain? And just kind of taking notes and watching everyone leaving, and how they're leaving, what they're riding in, whether it be a wagon, a horse, or walking off, and just kind of taking notes about the people that she'll be stuck here with for a while. Staring at the weird statue of a man. the corner of the room. It's at some point grabbing like a little sheet and like kind of putting it over the person's face. Okay, the eyes kind of creep me out. Okay. That's really it.
Excellent. Going up top, we've got the old veteran, Jenkins and Phoenix.
I'll say Phoenix is like taken her stuff and dumped it out on top of this what appears to be antique table that's probably like all nicely polished, and she's just emptying a couple pockets, putting her tools up there with her rags. She's got to clean them soon. Oh, she might have got a little bit of dirt on it. Oops, that's okay. And she's kind of just talking to nobody, or maybe to Jenkins, or just the air. But she's turning around and she's kind of gobsmacked. Like, this is way fancier. And she's just thinking, man, can you imagine if Vincent saw this place? God, he would be so jealous. And she like climbs up onto the bed and sprawls out with her arms way up ahead of her, trying to touch one end of the bed and her toes pointed, trying to touch the other end as she can't quite reach all the way across. And then she just lays there with her limbs all sprawled out. God, I could get used to it here.
Excellent. And Jenkins just reminds you of his name in the corner next to the statue.
We gotta go find the workshop, Jenkins. We're gonna do that first thing in the morning.
He agrees. Lewis, how about you? You would see someone already went through the efforts of providing tea on your bedside. 5 different flavors to include 1 variant of decaf and the rest assortment of other flavors.
Lewis, noticing the tray with a variety of different drinks, tries to go and find some Earl Grey in there and just leaves it to steep on his bedside for a bit as he takes off his leather jacket and the various pieces of armor that adorn him. His shield's extremely rusted at this point, and it seems like it's been, how do I put this? It's been eaten through quite a bit by rust, but he's done whatever he can to try to get rid of it. And for whatever reason, it seems as if he's been holding on to it. Similarly, his longsword is also eaten through by rust. He leaves the 2 pieces of equipment by his bedside, and just in whatever lighter clothing he has, just begins doing physical training again. I can't let up a single day. It's pretty clear they're all ahead of me. I need to be able to catch up. He goes through his various regimens of push-ups, sit-ups, planks, any type of training that might be able to help out with getting his arms coordinated, his feet movement as stable as possible. And as he goes down for 1 more push-up, his arm hisses with steam as he just eventually collapses on the ground face first. God damn it. Rolls onto his back and just stares at the roof for a while. This is gonna take some getting used to. As he just closes his eyes and falls asleep on the ground. And then remembers his tea, pushes himself up, and drinks away at it for a while.
Thank you. So I know we kind of started with you picking your room, but to elaborate now that you're getting settled in it and your mind, what's running through you before we continue?
So Sora has placed Mr. Daha on the chair here, and she's inside view is just seeing her kind of pace up and down next to it, looking just very contained and uncomfortable. And she just is just talking to this plush, being like, I don't, this is all very nice, Mr. Daha, but Shouldn't I be out there looking for him? He's all alone, and shell duty is like once a month, and it's been months now. I should be helping him, finding him. Is this really the right way of doing it? To get stronger first through my understanding? She clambers into the couch and just holds the big old plush above her and shakes it. Please give me an answer. I'm going crazy. And its head just kind of goes lopsided. Maybe I am a little crazy. She just hugs it against her and looks out there. Master, if you can see me, would you be proud? Would you be happy with what I'm doing? Why did you go?
You hear at the door of your room someone knocking.
Oh, one moment. And she gets up, dusts off Mr. Daha and places him neatly and would, oh, almost. Got it. There we go. Yes, hello?
You're surprised when you open the door.
Master!
When you say master, the maid goes, no, I'm pretty sure you're mine, man. And he fades away, and it's one of the hands that service the grounds here.
The maid would see this open mouth, big smile just slowly fade into a very neutral, kind of confused couple of blinks. Oh, apologies. Nana Lee, I am Sora. It's, wonderful to meet you.
You as well. Just came here to change out your sheets and fresh tea.
Oh, yes, very well. Come on in, please. And she just take a step back, just seeming excited at just the prospect of somebody new being around.
Comes in, she quickly changes out the sheets. Even though no one slept on the bed yet, they have been collecting dust for the past 30 days. Now she tidies up and brings you fresh tea on the side. She walks over to you, bows, and goes, "It's always been my favorite statue in this place." Pointing to a corner with that beautiful, almost dramatic scene unfolding between three people wrestling, loving, who knows?
Yes, I wondered whether they were fighting to the death or they were loving each other, you know?
She giggles. And she takes a step out of the room, bows to you,
Iolanan, until we meet again.
takes off.
She looks back to Mr. Daha. I have strong connections here. They're all so great in their own ways. I hope they view me as someone worth keeping around. I would be very saddened to lose another connection, you know? And then she just clambered back into the couch and would just stare out the window until the moon would rise, and she would let that same comfort of the moon being seen allow her to try and take some rest for the day.
Excellent. And today is probably not too eventful immediately. You're getting settled into a new home, essentially. You'll be here for who knows how long. Traditionally, it's 3 years, but you've been told you're going to jam pack it all in one. So I'd imagine that these surroundings and scenery are something that won't be a problem. The amenities they afford. With that said, before we settle down for the day, does anyone have plans over the weekend that they would like to pursue, and who would they be going with?
Phoenix has someplace she wants to go. She's thinking about asking Sora if she wants to go, but she'd have to see if they meet up.
I mean, the thing is, Sora would be so uncomfortable by the first night, she would be clinging on to someone and she'd be clinging to you.
Well, I mean, if it's not too much, we can say that Phoenix would go visit Sora's room. I was gonna wait till the next morning, but
Go ahead.
so I guess after you get done with the maid who you had high hopes when you thought you saw your master, you hear another knock at the door.
Oh, please, my heart cannot take another. One moment.
It's just me.
Oh, hello, Phoenix.
Are you comfortable in these rooms?
Sora kind of takes a step back and looks around. I am very used to, be surrounded by scrolls and books and coral and sea life.
That sounds nice. Different, but nice. There's just too much space in here. It's crazy, man. Like, my bedroom is like the size of my living room at home. Like, that's crazy.
What is a living room? Aren't all rooms living?
I don't know. I've been in some dead rooms before. Anyway, don't worry about it. And she hops up onto this table here. Come
Oh,
stand on
that's
the table with me.
okay.
Awesome. Although you're taller than me now. Oh well, it's fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll sit down.
do you want to go out to the courts outside of Zion's Hope tomorrow? I want to go check out the place, and I don't know that it's great that I go by myself, but it's probably going to be boring, but you seem like the kind of person that makes fun wherever they go. So I thought I'd ask if you want to go.
Yes, I would very much like to go.
Cool. I want to dig in the dirt a little bit and see if I can find any old relics stuff.
Oh, you'll be digging for a long time. Do you have a shovel?
I'm pretty sure I could get one. They said they have a workshop around here.
I like to use my hands, but I know not many people find that hygienic.
To each their own. I don't care. You want to use your hands, you use your hands. I use my robot, so you know.
Could I ask you something, Phoenix?
Sure thing.
When this is all said and done in a year, and we're trained and possibly have to face the end of the, or face the most evil this world has ever seen, what did you want to get out of this other than defending the world?
It's kind of a mystery right now. I'm figuring it out. I've got some questions that I kind of like answered, but it's not high on the priority list, I guess. I think it'll kind of reveal itself. But you're looking for your master. We need to see if we can get them to send us like out and about after we learn some stuff and see if we can find them.
I've been meaning to ask some of the primos I've seen around here, but things have kind of moved so fast. I felt like I would bug them. So
Yeah, they all seem like important people. I don't know. All I know is we got a weekend ahead of us and it's time to ourselves, and that's what I want to do. And I want to go do that stuff before we like die to that evil queen thing that we saw yesterday. Like, the
he was so green and so mean.
yeah, I don't like it. But anyway, I'm not thinking about it. But cool. I'm glad you are willing to go with me. Thank you, Sora. I appreciate it.
We are friends after all. And she raises her hand up where you had placed that bracelet on her that didn't work. And she just jingles it. Right?
Yeah, you're special. I like you.
Oh, I like you too, Phoenix.
How is it again, Anonali?
Eolanan when it's goodbye. Nana Lee when it's good hello.
Ilanon. I will work on it. I will get it.
Until the waters put us on the same current once more.
It'll be fun surfing by your side for a little while. I hope you get some sleep.
Yes, I'm still recovering. Maybe stabbing myself isn't a good idea these days.
That was very brave of you. I wouldn't have done it. Very selfless.
I miss my blood puppy.
Blood puppy?
The big one that came out of my blood.
Oh, yeah, right. That thing. Yeah. I don't think it's a puppy, but sure. Everything needs a nickname, right?
Yelanan, Phoenix.
Ilanon.
See Tasha's door open. She's just using her arrow and shooting at the statue. Not really hurting the statue, but over time it might leave dents in it. Practicing her to aim despite being in such a lavish room, she's taken to her wilderness survival instinct. Continue to train.
You need a target in here. I don't think they like you shooting up their decor very much.
Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. I have a few things like a target board. Suppose I could also just stand outside and shoot at the bushes.
Do you ever have fun?
Well, for me, this is fun. I want to be the best of the best, and I want to save lives. But to do that, my aim must be true.
More power to you, girl. Some of us are going to be going out to the. Sorry, me as the player forgot the name of it. Where's my notes? Some of us are going to be going out to the courts this weekend. You interested, or you got your targets?
Well, Zion's Hope just has academic resources. I suppose I can go out to the judicial areas for the general store and pick up some bear traps and targets.
Cool. If you want to join us, you're welcome.
Are you sure? You know we're still technically separate classes.
Are you kidding? After the shit we faced down there and the Mouthers and the Queen and the Blood Puppy and all that stuff, we're on the same freaking team, I think.
Smiles and takes her last shot at the elephant. Just for good measure. But no more. I'll wait. I'll journey there with you tomorrow. We'll break apart at some point so I can get my supplies. I'll wait for you in the main square. Even if you take all day and night, I'll just set up a tent.
Oh, I ain't gonna be taking all day. I am biting at the bit to get out there. See you in the morning.
All right. Take care. The chair. Now returning to Amra and Judith. Amra, I see you're at Judith's door. I don't know if that's intentional.
Yeah. Sorry. I forgot to hit the mute button. I was still trying to hit. Anyway.
You're good.
Yeah, he says, goes up to Judith's door. Judith.
Yeah. 1 second. And I'll kind of close the book and take the sheet off the guy's face. Yeah. And I'll come over. Yeah. Amrud, what's going on? You all right?
Shit, you have a statue too.
Yeah. We walked through the whole. Everywhere has a statue.
That's not weird to you?
No. The fancy people just like to have statues and art pieces just to show off what the wealth that they have, and that's clearly what they're doing here. So,
Oh.
why? You think it might be like tapped or something, or?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if it's like some weird rich people shit, then it's fine. If you look past him, his room is already tossed. He's been there for like 5 minutes.
Well, here I'll show you, and I'll go over to the statue and try to look around for any secret compartments, or it's a way that I feel like it might be wiretapped in some way. I don't know.
You're a perception or investigation, you two.
Is that guy naked?
No. Okay, I'll do an investigation. 14.
You're pretty sure it's just a statue.
Yep, just the statue. It has a weird look in the eye. Like it feels like when you look at the statue, everywhere you move, the statue's kind of looking at you. That's the only weird thing that's for me, but it's kind of too heavy for me to just turn the whole statue away. So
I can cut his eyes out.
I think that would make it worse.
Yeah.
What are
That's a
you
fair point.
doing? What are you doing this weekend? Are you staying here, or are you going back, or what are you doing?
I was just gonna rest, really. Why?
I don't know. I don't know what everyone's doing. This is, everyone's like in my home city for a while. I don't know if we're gonna go out, or I have an idea of something I want to do, but
What's that?
well, I mean, the best way is to drum up publicity about this new group of rune warriors, the whole new class. So I think I need to go home, pick up my espresso machine for Sora because that's gonna be hilarious. Um, but then and kind of get some of my stuff, some of my papers and some inks and things like that, and then just kind of hit the bars, hit the the stores and things like that, and just kind of uh, drum up some some publicity for the group.
Okay. Sure. I'll go with you.
Are you sure? Usually you don't like this kind of a thing.
I don't, but that machine's pretty fucking heavy. I'm pretty sure you're stronger than me, but I just want to help out.
Well, no. I can't bring Heznok's whole machine. I just like a little. It's like a little teapot. It's nothing too heavy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure,
But
we can
welcome
go
to
to some
college.
bars, though, yeah.
Yeah, maybe some others want to come too.
Yeah, do you know what that old guy drinks?
I'm sure he does. I mean, the way his skin looks like he's been an alcoholic for at least 10 years of his small life.
Whoa.
Short life, sorry. Short life.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll invite him. Jesus Christ. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll go see what's up with that, yeah.
Yeah, there might be some skincare that we can get for him. At least out there. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready to go. This place is a little too exorbitant for me.
Yeah, it's good to talk to someone besides you, too. Let's see. Who's gonna look for Lewis's room?
You guys would take some time, but eventually arrive there. But prior to arriving, just before you arrive, Lewis, what are you getting into before they interrupt you?
Lewis is most likely. What time is this taking place?
The sun is setting now. So
Okay, just starting to set.
sometime in the afternoon, it's getting lower. I would say it's already halfway through behind the mountain, so it's bleeding, a reddish orange sky.
Okay. Around this timing, after doing his usual physical training, Lewis would let me double check if I have something here that'll work for this. That'll work. Lewis is just kind of messing around with a really rudimentary screwdriver that Clemdor would have handed him just to help maintain his arm a little bit. And he's just kind of looking over the various bits and bobs of it and just tightening up whichever parts need to be tightened. And as he kind of loosens one area that started to get a little bit too screwed in, it just releases a huge amount of steam and he just starts waving at it. Damn it. Really need to figure out which ones are overheating and which ones aren't. And I'd imagine around this point is when they would pop in.
Oh, we got to hear that knock again.
Hey.
He quickly gets a screwdriver, flips it in his left hand, and puts it into his pocket. Give me a sec. Opens the door, and you would see that he's not wearing his jacket. His equipment is kind of just scattered about the room randomly around this general area. There's little rhyme or reason behind it, just he just dropped it off. And he seems to be wearing a rather worn out white undershirt. What?
Oh no, he's hot. Hey, Judith and I were wondering if you were free tomorrow to hang out or something.
We're going into town.
I mean, didn't exactly have too much planned during that timing. What were you thinking of doing?
I just have to go home for a minute to pick up some of my things, since I'm gonna be here for a little bit, and then maybe hit up some of the cafes, hit up some of the social spots, and kind of put the name out there for the new class of Rune Warriors coming to save the world. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Maybe we can get with the others or something too. Like, I feel like you guys need to have some kind of like snappy name, something, to help something that helps sell the headlines.
Like a team name?
Yeah. Think about it.
Those are hard to come up with.
Well,
Glad
we have
to
the
see
weekend.
you guys are as enthusiastic as you guys are.
You said you had a team before, but they all died. Did you have a team name prior to that?
Let me see here. What are your guys' passive insights?
Passive insight?
14, I think. Let me.
It's just whatever. I forget, how is passive perception calculated again? It's 8
Oh,
plus
mine's-
your proficiency plus whatever your insight is.
Yeah, mine's 12.
Yeah, mine's 14.
Okay, Amrot would notice this then. You would notice that the moment a team name is mentioned, he seems almost a little bit uncomfortable. Like his body language starts to like shift a little bit to be a bit more closed off. I prefer not to talk about them too much if I could help it.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a note of that, and I just write in my. I just have like a little notepad, and I write, making it look like I'm gonna say, "Don't bring up team name," but in reality, I write, "Look up Lewis's old team."
Oh my god! Alright.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
noted. It's in the vault. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
Well, I didn't exactly have much planned anyways, so may as well. Get to see what you guys are all about.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you were here in the Fairlands?
Not too long ago. Come by here quite often, actually. A friend of mine drops by quite often.
This is a friend of yours that like runs this place. You seem to have like. Can we come in, or do we want to just stay in the hallway? What is this?
Sure. Probably make a bit more sense to relax a bit. Leaves the door open for you guys. Just leans up against the bed and just starts pouring out more tea.
I come in and
Anything
I
in
see this
particular?
mess of a place. Like, oh, you've really made yourself comfortable here already. That's fantastic.
I've found I can get comfortable wherever, really. Any flavor
like
in
this guy.
particular you guys fancy?
Don't really drink tea. Whatever you like best.
Sounds good. Just get some Earl Grey and just dips it in the water for a bit. Oh yeah.
What do you, Lewis? I have a lot of questions as I'm like staring at your skin, but
Here we go.
don't want to be rude. So, how do you know you seem to know the headmaster of this whole place?
As I said, a friend of mine drops by here every now and again. Would Lewis notice anything in here that that particular person would have made in the room or no?
Most of the things, and those working lamps with the continual flames in them, even to the tables, probably the statue. He specializes in machinery, but he's over the years stretched out into furniture, stone crafting. He's a genius in his own right.
All right. Lewis kind of just like gestures toward the desk that most likely has like somewhere on it the E symbol that Clemdor is so famous for. That look familiar to you?
Nope.
I don't know, Falcon. Would I know this person if with my friend as well or no?
History.
History.
Yeah, so
Jesus.
I mean, he's a pretty famous person. Icarus. He's regarded as one of the biggest heroes of the city. So even if you've gotten like a 15, I would say yes. Yes, certainly. Maybe you've researched him.
What's their name? What's his name?
E. Clamdor, engineer. But if you asked him, he would say the name's Clamdor. E. Clamdor, engineer.
Got it. Oh, clam door. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I thought it was Clemdor for the longest time with the E in there also. The more E's in his name, the better.
So his name is Engineer Clamdor?
Well, that's what he's been saying. Not exactly sure how trustworthy he is on that, considering his habits. But he's reliable.
Well, it's good to know we have someone in our group with friends in high places. That probably come in handy at some point.
Yeah, well connected.
Somewhat. It's been a while since I've talked to most of them, though, so I'm not exactly sure how helpful most of them will be. The only one I've really talked to nowadays is Clemdor.
I mean, as long as he didn't punch him in the face, right?
Nah, he let me stay around his place for a bit before I was told to head down here.
Are you just, banished for some reason, or like people like are upset at you, or did you just get out the game because you wanted out? I just want to know, just in case we are in a situation. That's all. That we can help protect you.
You don't have to answer any of these, by the way.
Come on, Amrud. I'm just trying to learn.
I'll keep it as simple as I can. As he just rolls up the sleeve on his, the right sleeve of his shirt, and to kind of just show a bit better, like what the connection is between his arm and its main skin. And you would notice that the skin around that area is, it's very, like, blackened, like, unnaturally so. With the tissue, very oddly grown, as if it doesn't look like it was able to properly heal up while it was scarring over. And the arm itself is attached by like a variety of screws into his shoulder. To keep it simple, my right arm is my dominant arm. Once I lost it way back, for reasons I'd prefer not to talk about now, I couldn't really do adventuring work, so I've just been kind of wandering for the past couple years, doing my own thing.
It was dripping before. Was that typical for that build, or?
To be honest, I haven't really seen too much of that myself. It's only recently been starting to do that for the past, year or so. I'm honestly not sure why.
Maybe it needs a tune-up or something. You talk to your friend about that?
Maybe.
Maybe you could also talk to Phoenix. Maybe she might be able to take a look at it. I don't know what her skills are compared to your friend, but at least you have someone just down the hall.
Perhaps. I'd prefer someone that knows what they're doing with it to have a more proper look at it, but I wouldn't be adverse to it if she seems proficient enough in the craft.
It's interesting how it's connected to your, because you are a fire rune, right, Lewis?
Yeah. And as you mentioned that, you would notice that around the connection where his arm is and the tissue is, you would see what looks to be the fire rune around that area, like the upper section of his shoulder. But you only see half of it, like the upper half of the fire rune. It seems whatever his injury was most likely cut it in half.
Mm.
Can you, do me a favor? Can you can cover it now? It's I got a little closer to see it, but that looks pretty gross.
Judith,
Right. Sorry about that. Rolls it down.
you're
Most
fine.
people aren't used to that.
Huh. So I guess all of us rune people have those marks, or
Should be around on your body somewhere.
well, mine is. He points to his face. Mine's right here. Thought it was just me though.
Was wondering what that marking was.
Yeah, so was I till I got here.
Prefer
What?
not to show mine, if that's okay. It's not in the best of places.
No
Oh yeah,
worries.
sure, understandable.
You know, I'll get lucky where it's on someone's shoulder or someone's face. Anyways, it's getting a little late, I think. And maybe we should leave kind of early. Kind of early bird gets the worm, as they always say.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna leave, but you guys do your own, I don't know, old warrior man thing. I don't know. Have a good night.
Sounds good.
I'm 30. Anyway. it's the facial hair, I know. It's just the hair, yeah. Oh, wow. I always thought people saw me that way, but I didn't actually know for sure. Fuck.
You get used to it.
It's the hair and the beard.
I'm gonna go. You have a nice night.
Alright. You too.
So with Emirates exit and Phoenix hitting a few books that she'll probably take back to her room, and Sora, the moon came out just as you would hope, and it shined. Tasha keeps staring at that elephant like it's real, but it refrains from shooting it. The night would pass, and next day would surely come. And upon that, well, the party's going in two different directions. Whatever the case is, here's what I'm going to ask of you. I want you to all give me, and for those of you journeying with Judith, this is our hometown. You guys are probably gonna drink, hang out, catch up. I want to know one epic thing all three of you did, and then only from one of you something embarrassing that happens while you're out in town, and then you guys can fill in the middle with whatever you want. Just kind of a montage of what's going on this weekend, that we can kind of get an insight on the characters, and then we can get back to the grid of, well, knowledge. And Phoenix and Sora, I'll be a little more in depth with you all, since you'll probably be looking for stuff in the junkyard that I can assist you with. If we are ready, is everyone ready to set out?
Yeah.
I'm outside.
While we're engaging in Theater of the Mind, I will place this in our campaign. Because Tasha's on scene, I'll bring her here too. So, you all would... Hold on, let me... Go ahead.
Is Tasha because now we have combined instructors, so she's still a part of our class, right?
She's not really a part of your class, but with her being the only student, the teachers have agreed on doing a joint. As for the competition, she'll probably majority of the time be pitted against you unless she needs to fill in ranks.
Got it.
But it's
We also keep dragging her everywhere.
yeah, it's probably good that she doesn't feel like excluded, even though sometimes she'll be competing against. And yes, everyone mechanically has achieved a long rest. So if you're injured or hurt or need to stack up on your resources, do so now.
Okay.
And we left off with the bulk of it being Judith, Amrut, and Lewis. Tasha, Phoenix, and Sora will venture into your city time first. You will need to lend me your mind as you go to the city, and I'll try to paint you a clear picture. But what would be your first avenue? Straight to the courts, or are you even going to skip the courts just to go to the junkyard that lays beyond it?
Yeah, whatever layout she saw on the map on where the battle was, like she wants to eye in the layout of the land, like wherever a good place for a final stand or where a big battle might have happened. And her idea was she was going to go there and see if she could find anything, but you're talking like it is kind of populated.
Well, the junkyard itself isn't necessarily overly populated, but there are people who still service, and there's people who similar professions of you that probably go there in the weekends. But they now dump their garbage in this particular site.
Well, I know Sora and Tasha might think Phoenix is crazy for wanting to go there, but she gleefully heads off that direction, even maybe absent-mindedly. Well, she's slower than everybody else, so she can't leave them in the dust anyway.
Ooh, why are they all dumping all that stuff in this middle?
One person's trash is another person's treasure. When you're used to not having a bunch of money at your fingertips and get whatever parts and pieces fabricated you want, you learn to make do with the good stuff.
Is not having a lot of money a bad thing?
Some people think so. I don't. I don't know. Before you and I met up and became friends, I kind of worked in a junk shop, and you'd be surprised at the kind of good stuff that could come through. A lot of it's junk, but there's some good diamonds in the rough in there.
Where I come from, we really do our best to make sure there's nothing to waste, nothing to pollute. Tango Terra really appreciates it.
Does really good. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wasteful people, but that's fortunate for me. I'm
What
gonna
hap-
go find something for Jenkins.
Okay, let me know if I can help you find anything.
I'm not quite sure what she's looking for exactly.
Okay, I will look for something that catches my eye, and I'll bring it back to you. How's that?
Sounds great.
So minus the crane in the artwork presented, you would see something like that. Junk everywhere, but portions of it have not been exposed to garbage, and they're not as wasteful. It's not like there's lots of plastic and other stuff in this timeline. So it's more just you could probably find where the people like you would go to try to procure rare or just interesting things versus where people are taking out and dumping the garbage.
Right, what we're looking for is something you've never seen before.
Asha pops up out of a pile of junk too, and she's found an old bear trap. I'm gonna tinker with this. If I can save coin, I certainly will. And she sits down. With the rest of you, you're certainly welcome to investigate or whatever else you think might be appropriate. Survival, perhaps.
Not knowing for sure what object would make Phoenix happy is just gonna go for something that she is definitely just never seen before in her life and just seems fantastical. So she'd like to dive into her knowledge with survival and know what an object is that would not fall under that.
Sure, go ahead. So you would look around for a while, and this large discarded piece of rubber that was supposed to be the future, but it was nonsense. Essentially, a wheel, one of the first of its kinds ever made, but someone said it was impractical, and thus it's here. Again, you think it's some type of trampoline device, though it does not have much bounce in it anymore. Certainly stands out the strange material.
Ooh, I bet if I can squeeze in here. And Sora would proceed to prop it up in a high place, and then she'd like shimmy herself into the middle of it, and she's like, okay, this is gonna be so cool. And she then just leans forward and tries to let that momentum carry her away.
God, I love it.
And as you're like rolling in this wheel, Tasha quickly moves her bear trap that you're about to go over. Hey!
I cannot stop this thing!
Oh no! You see her look around and grab a rope, and she starts running. And Phoenix, what are you doing? Are you just so engaged in looking through the junk too? She rolls behind you or something?
Yeah, I imagine the scene is there's Sora head over heels inside this tire, bouncing over a rock and just kind of wobbling a little bit. And just as the tire passes in front of your view, there is Phoenix with her back towards you, totally oblivious to Sora's near-death experience she's about to have here. And she's casting Detect Magic. I want to see if there's anything with the aura of magic in here.
Okay. So yeah, so behind you setting up that beautiful visual, Tasha just running and hey, but you can't hear over all the junk and all this stuff, rubble and pouring out. But yeah, you cast Detect Magic and you would walk for a while, see if there's any good points or piles that stand out for you. You could give me a survival or investigation, and then if stuff is there, you would obviously detect it.
Investigation. I swear, this is alphabetical. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
There we go.
So you look to an interesting. You think it's out of the range of Detect Magic. You think if you can climb to that peak, maybe you'll have a better chance of finding something. The reason why is because it's quite difficult to climb. I don't know if you'd be up for it, but perhaps Jenkins would be. It'd be a test of athletics to get on top of this really large pile. So at some point, you would need to be within range for your spell to pick it up.
All right, yeah, using Jenkins to help her. It just for him basically a strength check.
Yes.
She's like pointing it out. I imagine Jenkins is like bent over, so his eyes are the same level as hers, and she's pointing out right there. There's something.
And the two of you working together would get up close enough, and you would actually begin to detect a faint aura of magic, though it doesn't belong to any particular school, just the essence of magic itself. It's really tough, though, because it's buried deep in here, so it can't pinpoint it per the spell's normal rules, but it does sense it in the area.
Sora, where are you? I need you!
As you say it, you just hear crunching from behind you as Sora, who just kind of has this tire over her shoulder and resting against her hip, is kind of just like wobbling as she climbs up. What? I heard my name. Hello.
Find your land feet. I need help.
Thank you, Tasha. And she would come up to Phoenix. All right, I am here. I am ready.
My senses are going off, and I don't know exactly where it is, but it's here, and I'm having a hard time getting up to it. You are really athletic and agile and flexible and all them good things that I hate. Can you reach it?
Oh, I can certainly try. And not knowing exactly where to go from that, she just she gets down and just begins digging at the junk in the metal with her hands and just going digging a hole like a dog.
To the left a little bit.
Okay.
Other left.
Oh, that left. I got it.
And you would yank something out of it, but it's stuck. You don't want to break it. So give you a choice of athletics, or if you want to just try to force it out, or acrobatics or sleight of hand to be a little bit tactful and nimble about it.
All right, it's pretty wedged in there. Phoenix, do you trust me?
I do. Jenkins can help you if you need.
Okay. Do you know why I wear the bells on me?
To announce you're coming?
It's actually supposed to be a practice mechanism. To being so nimble that even with a bell attached to you, you make no noise. You understand?
That's hardcore.
It's very hard. Still have not mastered it myself. But I bet if I twist the right way, gentle enough, I can maybe slide it out. Here I go.
No pressure, Sora. If you don't get it, that's fine. I didn't come here with it. It's not a shame if I don't leave with it.
You pull it out, and looks like a pipe. Yeah, you could certainly tell it has faint magical properties to it. Certainly something to take home and discover later, but yeah, find a little pipe.
It's fantastic, Sora. Thank you. I know it doesn't look like much, but I got the sixth sense about these things. It's gonna come in handy.
Yeah, Sora just props it against her eye to look at Phoenix like a telescope. I don't know. I think it's very interesting. And she would hand it to her.
This is how it looks. Got a little bit of smoke pouring out of it. So possible to have been lit recently.
It looks a little like a little dragon turtle.
It's interesting. It's intriguing. I like things with a mystery.
Oh yeah, there was a place you wish to still go, yeah?
This is it, right?
Oh yes. Are you done here, or do you want to maybe show me where good food is?
You know what? Let's find some good food. Tasha, you know this area at all?
You look, and Tasha's not there, but in the distance you would see that Sora getting out of the wheel has Tasha in the wheel, and she's rolling and screaming.
Oh no. And Sora would dash after her.
You probably don't even remember the act of leaving yet, but when you hopped out, she hopped in trying to push you out, and thus the story continues. And that's, I think, where the camera would pan to the sky, and night, the day, not night, but the middle of the day would start to grow, as you probably spent a few hours to find this particular pipe and journey, and probably lots of junk adventure. But I'm sure eventually you would rescue Tasha from something she certainly didn't get herself into, arguably. Which brings me to the other group. You guys have free reign. Jude, if you could take the lead at your homeland so you'd be accustomed to it more. What are the rest of you up to on your little kind of break before school starts?
First, just kind of walking back. How far outside of the main town is our massive mansion, or is it within the boundaries of the city? I can't remember.
It's about 2 miles. With on foot would be walking fast about 30 minutes. Walking slow maybe 40 minutes. A carriage would only be like a 10-minute drive or less.
Okay. Well, if there's a carriage available, then as we go, I'll just say like, I'll just be going home for a quick second. I just need to grab some things, and I think Hesnock is out of town, so we should be okay. And then, but I don't know. What you guys are kind of looking for as far as like bars or cafes in the local area? There's a lot of good places.
I've been to some places, but if you know anywhere we haven't gone yet, sure.
More just along for the ride. Anything's fine by me.
Okay, great. Well, I would say when I start talking about the group, um, just be yourselves, I guess. That's all I can really say, because I'm not going to be lying per se, but you know, maybe don't make a fool of yourselves. Because I look to the old man. I know Amber's gonna
He
do it
is-
already, though.
His head like tilts ever so slightly. It's like, what?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
So
go.
yeah.
Don't worry, she's like this with
Um,
everybody. He'll get used to it.
All right. Yeah. So
Right.
running into Hesnock's shop. Just go upstairs. You guys just stay outside. It's okay. And I'll just grab the espresso machine, grab some extra clothes, grab all my papers and inks, and then head back down. And let's head to a cafe. This place is great. There's a lot of like up and coming people go there. It's like young adventurers, and it's more of a place where people go there for information. Like a local like young cop hangout in a way.
Cops.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like a guard. It's no big deal. There's some good people there.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have like his armor on or anything. He's just wearing casual attire. But he still has like his dagger somewhere. Somewhere.
Sounds
Up his
good.
ass.
So you all would arrive at the cafe and fast enough, especially since you have a direct person who lives here. It's beautiful. If you remember the loading screen, how it shows the real rustic look to the judicial courts versus the very high-tech academy that you often frequent here. It looks, I would say, aesthetically probably like an old-fashioned kind of Mexican town get up. Really beautiful, long stone bricked walls, tables outside, rounded. Everything is fresh and locally farmed. And the people here are really big on family. As you would roll up, Judith, you would probably see one of the older ladies that tended to you. Of course, for an elf, you wouldn't think of her as an older lady, probably still in her youth, though she appears old. She would ask you how you've been, and she starts to dress a table for you.
What's her name?
Her name is Lilith.
Lilith. Lilith. Oh, things have been going great. I've been hanging out with these rune warriors over the last day or so, getting ready to start something really big.
Lilith looks at you, and she's wearing a real beautiful kind of sundressy. It's got yellow, green, and red all over it. And she's got a long hat to keep the sun out of her eyes. She smiles at you and she goes, "So you started up at Zion's Hope yet?"
Yeah. We're there, but I'm telling you, this new class of rune warriors, they're special. They went toe to toe with several Mouthers, and they survived. And it's in the great fear of someone. If someone were to look upon these Mouthers, I'm telling you, I don't want to show you the photos because I don't want you to pass out because they're terrifying. But that one over there, and I'll point over to Amrut, that one over there laid on the ground and beckoned the Mouther to attack him.
What?
Miles. Well, that is deserving of a treat. I'm gonna go get you some brownie. Would you like powdered sugar on it?
Uh,
You always say yes for this kind of thing. Trust me.
sure.
Indeed. I'm also gonna bring you out the cannolis you like, Judith.
Oh, yep, I love them. Judith does not like them, but you have to do it out of respect.
And what would you usually get? They have coffee here. They also have hot chocolate, both of which are very rare. In regular world, people usually settle for booze or water.
I'd like to have a nice little espresso, maybe a croissant, and just a little glass of water to help, take the coffee out of the mouth every now and then.
Certainly, certainly. And for you two sirs, the Emrut and Lewis.
I'll take some wine. Red.
We've witchberry. You like that?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And for you, sir, Lewis.
Cup of water will be for just fine. Oh, and if possible, he unclasped the flask that's on his side and just hands it to her. You mind filling this up with whatever alcohol, really?
Certainly. Do you want something dry, strong, smooth, hard, smoky?
Some on the stronger side.
Certainly.
Thanks. Gets a gold coin, flips it to her.
He walks off, and Judith, he might not understand about how strong it is here, but he's old, so he's probably been here before. But she's going to get him donkey's ass. That stuff is strong.
Jesus.
Amber looks over to Judith like, you might be onto something about that.
Yeah. You can always tell. Is there maybe like a group of like, I don't know, maybe like some younger people, any like people who are like off-duty town criers or off-duty kind of, lower level cops and things like, guard and
Yeah,
stuff like
there's an
that?
assortment of people here. I would say probably the guards and stuff. Most of the Fairland Court judicial systems provide homes and regional sections where the upper level security maintain their presence. So here you're looking at the everyday kind of 9 to 5 average Joes that not necessarily made it, but getting by fine enough.
I'm going to, I'll kind of go up to one of the tables. Say, good, it's morning, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Have you heard?
But
Have you heard the news?
yeah, one of them rolls his brow like the rock.
There is a new class of rune warriors coming through, and they are incredible. They have this one. She has like some really cool hair, a gnome. She goes by Phoenix. Her beautiful mind is just supreme. I think maybe the mechanical inventions that she makes in the next year are going to be a need for every adventuring party out there. It's pretty wild.
One of the gentlemen, Jimmy the boy, looks at you and he just tells you, saying she's a clam door?
I'm saying Clamdor might have some competition in the future.
That's a tall order.
I know, but I'm telling you, I have seen her work with my own true eyes. She has this invention. It's called the Jenkins 3.2, and the thing that this thing can do in its already early stages, I mean, it's like a work of art watching it move and watching it fight around. You'll see it one day.
Maybe she's a Fabio.
Fabio could only imagine.
Fabio used to have one of those things. I think it was an automaton. I don't know if he made it, though. He claimed to have made it. You know Fabio better than me. Was he alive?
I don't want to say that someone's a liar if I don't really know. I want to make sure I have all the facts before I start saying stuff like that. But
I still read the newspaper that you guys issue. Get one when I get home tonight. Oh yeah, you can't beat a single gold coin a month to get modern news from all over the world. It's unbelievable how far we've come.
Well, the new article that will be coming out that I, personally wrote. Hopefully, it should be coming out within the next couple of days, and you will be able to read all about the glory of the new Rune Warriors.
I'm looking forward to it. You guys got stiff competition because I'm seeing these animated books recently hit the Fairlands. Someplace called Wizards Weekly.
Yeah. But sometimes just the moving pictures, they just, it's all fluff and no circumstance. We're here for the cold hard facts, and you'll see.
True. I'm hoping you guys can take the scoop this year in the annual competition of the noteworthy news systems, because Divination Daily is always giving us tomorrow today.
Oh. How about, can I show you something? Something just between us. It hasn't been published yet, nothing like that, but.
Oh yeah, I'm always looking for an insider.
Okay, well, I'm going to pull out. Where did I put it? There you go. I'm gonna pull out like a photo, and it's gonna be a photo that I took, and I'm only gonna show like them a part of it, but it's gonna be what's just something like really scary of like the oh, here we go. Hold on. Here's my photo file. It's gonna be this really cool epic photo of like Amrut. You just see like his back, and he's like looking at the wall with like the deep speech runes, and you see Lewis jumping and diving into the water. This was right before one of the scariest Mouthers I've ever seen came out and almost killed everybody. This is the stuff that you'll be reading about in the Between the Flames.
I seen Mouther Magazine 97. It was pretty good. This looks genuine article here. We'll have to keep an eye on this place. I may even upgrade my subscription. A subscription. You work there. It's some type of thing you pay for. Get premium content. Wow, that's crazy.
Any subscriptions that you would put forth to our magazine or that our newspaper is greatly appreciated. So hit that notification bell. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm gonna spend like most of my time like not really around everybody, like around like the group, but I'm just gonna go out through the town and every cafe, any bar that we go to, and I'm just going to spread beautiful rumors about how Sora, the Lost Warrior, has more than the speed of the wind behind her. The Monkey King's warrior's creative thinking boggles even the most tactical of warrior. And then, like, Louis Noel has re-entered the adventuring life and is stronger than ever before, a true tale of redemption as he claims his honor from the past and grows to even higher heights. And then the source, oh, don't get me started on the source. The source, aka Ram Man, the mysterious figure who is a man of little words. His skills with the sword are only matched by his bountiful luck. And it's just like each time I talk to somebody about these, I show them a photo of them, every single one of them. I'm just pimping out this group. That's all I'm doing.
All right, and Lewis and Emerald, you guys were chucking it with Judith, and you see her zooming around the place, finding out the gossip, providing the gossip, or what she would call is the facts. But those cannolis came out, and I mean, somebody's got to eat them, and the brownie sugared, and the drinks that you guys ordered, including Donkey's ass. Good luck, Lewis.
That stuff's pretty strong. You're gonna be all right, or I gather it's probably not your first rodeo, but
it's only for fun. Need it. Gets the flask. Make sure the screw on it is tight, and loads it back into his side in case I need it. But otherwise, he just drinks that as water.
sure. And you see like Amber's eyes, even past Jude, just like looking at like every person. His eyes just kind of like darting around.
I'm pretty sure you could relax around here. Fairlands are pretty well guarded. From what I've seen, at least.
Just being careful.
In the distance, by the way, covering from their junk funds, probably just passing and cutting through the city because it's shorter, and you could let
Oh.
them go by their way. Oh, Phoenix, do you have something else you want to do?
Just real quick, I don't know if this area is very wooded, but Phoenix is going to be looking for oak trees or chestnut trees.
Oh yeah, you could give me a survival to see if you can find the trees you're looking for in particular.
Nope.
You would, of course, find wood in the woods, but you wouldn't find a particular breed you were hoping to find. Right?
All right.
Now, is there something else you want to do before you probably pass through the city, or do you want to avoid the city entirely?
No, that's fine. We can pass through the city.
Okay. And you guys don't have to engage them, but you would see Phoenix and Sora and Tasha walking maybe about just outside the cafe. But since the cafe has pretty high walls and they're not on the lookout for you, maybe Sora spotted you. She's got a good passive. You guys can hail them down if you want.
I'll wave to him from where we're sitting, and whether they come over here or not is up to them.
Oh, hey, Phoenix. Ram Man and the old man are having a date.
Should we go bomb it?
Oh, well, sure.
She will walk that direction.
Come along, Tasha. Yasha. What? Tasha, that's what I said.
I'm coming.
And as they're walking, he'll just keep talking to Lewis for a little bit. It's just the way I was raised. It's hard to turn off, no matter who it is, you know.
What's hard to turn off?
My senses. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say your charismatic smile. Is there any leftovers on the table, like the last of the cannoli that someone couldn't eat?
I would have brought out at least 9 of them, so there'd probably be at least 4 or 5. I mean, I don't know how big an appetite Lewis and Amber had, but I could be incorrect.
There's a brownie still on the table.
Phoenix hops her happy ass up on the thing and grabs the brownie.
Sora follows suit, jumping up on the table into a crouch position and taking one. Oh, thank you.
Hey, down from the table, Lilith comes out. This is a respectable restaurant. People are not going to eat on tables where people's feet have been.
Oh, Nanali, hello, I am Sora of the Turtle Islands.
Hello, Sora. I'm Lilith, and I work at this establishment. Now, please get off the table.
Oh, yes. And she just hops down and dusts off her foot for a second, realizing that's, not going to do anything. Smiles innocently.
She pulls a cloth, and she, is weighing herself and going forward and back before doing a real quick. She removes the cloth without any of the stuff on top falling. There we go. Footless table once again. Please don't get back on it. I don't have time to lay down another cloth. Another customer's trying to get her attention. I will be back. No staying on tables.
So, Ram Man, were you talking earlier about, sleeping? Because that's when all your senses are dulled, no?
No, not for me.
I mean, many of us believe we are awake, but it takes certain circumstances for us to be to awaken, We can be asleep for a very long time and not realize it.
Sure.
So you're always on?
In a way, yeah. And if there was a camera showing his perspective, right? As he's looking around, essentially, every person he looks towards is holding a dagger towards him or towards each other. As Lewis is holding one to him, Phoenix and Sora holding one to each other. Everyone around him, it's looks like everyone's a danger to him as he's looking around. It's just how I see things, okay?
Cool. I'm interested in testing it out. I'll try to sneak into your room tonight.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Can I join?
Please,
Sure,
please don't.
you can.
please don't. I've had Judith. Judith will come over back to the group. It's. I don't want to get someone. I don't want to hear someone get stabbed in the middle of the night. It's a
Stab?
terrifying thing.
Why would we
Yeah.
stab someone?
Don't.
I believe you have stabbed me multiple times on my behalf. I'm not gonna do pro quo, I believe is what you call it here.
It is. Don't. I would just recommend. Don't sneak into Amrit's room in the middle of the night.
I
I
mean,
don't
it's
think
good.
you're not gonna get hurt.
It's good practice. I mean, Sora's trying to be so stealthy the bells don't wake anything up. Like, it'd be fun. There's a slight smirk on Phoenix's face. She knows she's being a troublemaker, but it's so much fun.
Do what you want.
And, are you enjoying yourself, old man?
Just about. Just enjoying the atmosphere mainly.
Huh. It's been... I've never really spent much time in the cities when I was trying to find the academy. It's mostly out in the wilderness for a really long time. And being inside one is so lively. Although, people do very odd things. Very wasteful. Somewhat rude at times, honestly. But you know, this is a different way of life. So, it's very exciting for me.
You'll get used to it.
I hope one day to, maybe see something with the designs that I adorn on myself to find maybe what it means. So far, it doesn't seem like anyone knows what these markings mean. Maybe it truly was just a... Sometimes I wonder if it was just a passing, fancy decoration on a merchant cart, you know?
Well, those are your rune markings, aren't they?
Oh, the ones on my shoulder, yes. But the ones on my clothes, no. They are all
Can I see him?
Shawara would not only present herself, but unravel the red cloth on her quarter monastery staff and hand it to y'all. And in her artwork, it's a series of symbols splayed out along that red fabric that you see on her clothes, but all in one single line. Or at least embroidered in that golden lines. I have many, theories. Lots of dreams, honestly, of what it could be. My favorite idea is that I am actually the daughter of, two really well-renowned, theater actors. And having me would have caused too many problems, so hijinks occurred, and I had to be put into a safe keeping, you know? Or, well, that is the most, least, extravagant. I could also be the child of, a creature of darkness or a creature of light, and my very presence could cause a war. You never know.
As she's talking, I pull out my notebook and I take a photo of these markings.
I was
On the
just
staff.
gonna say while Sora was explaining it, Phoenix was gonna ask if you had an extra piece of paper. She wants to draw Sora's markings down, but if you're taking a picture, she'll just be like, "Can I have one of them?"
Of course, it maybe in some time I can, the old classic identify what this is or different languages but yeah, if this will help you, then I'm happy to share it about, of course. Maybe we can publish it. Maybe someone out in the world might know what it is too.
Not a bad idea.
Good idea.
Have
I'm
you
all-
seen these markings?
I was chosen by the wind to, I believe, embody freedom. But I find myself yearning for the truth, and yet that has somehow allowed the light to enter me as well. So, I feel like with the training in the academy, I have to not only embody freedom, but allow the truth to set me free to do that.
Well,
One
it's
thing
not
the
always
truth
worth
does
knowing
well.
sometimes. Oh, go ahead.
No, just saying, there's one thing the truth does well, is set you free. Should we head back to the place? Do we have all we need?
Oh yes, me and Phoenix got this really lovely pipe.
She'll pull it out and show it to Judith and Lewis and Emmerich. Not quite sure what it does yet, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, it's a pipe.
Yeah, here, you want to try it? I'm not a smoker myself. Oh, Lewis, you look like you might be a smoker. You ever smoke?
No, please. Oh, I actually know.
You spot
Judith
check
would
every
have.
now and again.
Hey, you look like shit, brother.
And earlier, Falcon said there was a little bit of smoke coming out of it anyway, so I don't know if there's still if it's still smoking itself or not.
Yeah, it's smoking a tiny bit.
She adds it to Lewis. See what he says.
All right. Lewis just kind of looks it over. Has he ever seen anything like this before?
Arcana.
All right. Oh, crap, hit my mic. Back. Okay.
Yes, it's a common item, so you don't need a dramatic check. But this is what it is.
Ah, I see. All right. Kind of having knowledge of what it is, he kind of just looks it over and has a little smirk on his face. Closes his eyes and shrugs as he just puts it in his mouth and exhales a quick puff from it. As what seems to be... What would be the best creature for this? What seems to be the form of, like, what seems to be like a small dragon just comes out of his mouth and just floats around for a bit.
Oh,
Used to see these
Judith-
things every now and again.
Judith just kind of leans over into Emra and just whispers, "The look is almost complete."
Stop it. That's a neat trick there.
I wonder if I can install it in Jenkins and he'd walk around with dragon puffs circling him. That could be kind of fun.
he could be the life of the party.
Oh, don't want to take that honor away from Lewis over here.
It's fine. I don't exactly smoke too often anyways. As he just hands the pipe back to you.
Are
The
you
dragon
sure?
is still kind of just swirling around. I'm good. I've
No,
been
I mean, are
trying
you
to-
sure you don't smoke too much?
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Let's go.
Poor Lewis, we're all giving him all kinds of shit.
You're going to
Huh.
hell.
Lewis,
Slowly hands the pipe back to Phoenix.
Lewis, how old are you? If you mind me asking, sorry if it's a sensitive subject.
I don't really mind too much. Let me see. I think it was around a couple years back now. I think around like
Sora's slowly
59-ish.
leaning in on Judith's shoulder as he's contemplating. This may take a while.
About
59
now.
You're a spring chicken.
God, it sucks to be a human, don't it?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm just a little bit younger than him and I don't look half his age.
Well, the thing is, when you have a shorter time on this world, the things you do within the short amount of time just seem so more extravagant.
Yeah, I suppose. We'll help you,
That's-
Lewis. We'll help you finish off with a bang.
Right out
Thanks.
into the sunset with fireworks around you.
Or dragon puffs.
Even better. Even better.
But yes, we should probably get this back so we can see about trying to get this installed in Jenkins. Well, at the very least, you prop it in his mouth and he just plays with it once in a while. Does he have
We'll
them?
do something. Well, he has a slot. I mean, he doesn't eat, but yeah.
Well, if you are all done, you can head out with us.
Yeah, Phoenix will hop down, start making her way to the door if we're all leaving.
This is too much socializing. I'm leaving.
We follow you.
Tasha would
Great.
follow Emerald as well quickly. They talk a lot, don't they?
Yep, I'm gone.
Yeah, please don't get this stuff anyways. As he starts to get up from his chair, you just hear like a distinct crack. Really gotta watch where I'm putting my weight on my knees. Right. Quickly grabs like whatever bit of food is on the table, puts it in his mouth, and continues walking.
Excellent. And yeah. You guys would have the rest of the week to do similar things. They won't be as impactful as today, especially with school around the corner crunching you. Speaking of school, let's say we take a very short break, and when we return, class will be in session.
Yeah.
How
Hell
short,
yeah.
Falcon?
Thank you everybody for watching the stream. We're just going to take about a 10-minute break, 5-10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
I just want to say, Busy, I adore you. I love Lewis. I'm sorry Phoenix is giving you so much crap. And it's not Lewis's fault. It's for her other reasons, but...
No worries, I'm having fun with it.
There's no way it's Lewis's fault. That's old father time kicking his ass.
Oh my god. Wow, way to rub in my old age.
That old. Let's see.
Oh, rude.
Hmm?
Jesus. The video average posted.
Oh my god.
Is this the
The thing is, we're not apologizing though.
I mean, we're not being rude.
I'll be back, guys.
I don't know. Phoenix might be being rude.
Sora's just playful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now, my descriptor for Phoenix is a lot.
A lot. That's the description.
Let's just be a lot.
That's amazing.
The
Crud, I
whole-
should have asked Tasha to look for them trees. She's a nature person.
Mayhaps. Could just
Sorry,
be this
Ted.
area doesn't have many.
I interrupted you, Kento. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe try to figure out new ways to spread rumors about all of you. Rumors in a good way.
I'm hoping by the time we get to the end of this campaign, Judith no longer thinks of herself as like our publicist. She knows she's part of the group.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fine. She's a part of the group, but it's writing about yourself is always a weird thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you're supposed to be telling the story of what it is. It's like, look how amazing I am. It's not really her thing.
True.
Try to think of team names that Sora as a character would come up with if we were ever like a camp circle and just spitballing ideas back and forth from each other.
Old
I
Man
suck
Lewis and the Invaluables.
I'll be right back again.
As we were talking, I literally I forgot I put my coffee my cup on the ground, on the floor, and I accidentally kicked it. Fucking went all over the places.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it didn't have
Indeed.
creamer in it.
No.
Okay.
No creamer, no sugar, so it was okay.
I wonder how everyone over in the Eternal Crusaders is doing.
I hear Asher is demolishing enemies.
It's hard to tell what they're going through with the gifts alone, other than Din is
Yeah.
getting his ass kicked, I think.
Yeah, I guess he tanked him and someone else were tanking all these baddies, and then he lost AK.
Oh.
There's a whole text thread going.
I think they'll make it through. It'll just be rough.
Oh yeah. I mean, with 3 of them on the death note, though, I mean that's.
I mean, that's the only way to get off of it. There are only 6 of them, which will make it interesting.
Oh, I didn't realize there were 6.
Yeah, they didn't get a fill in, but I think they could do it.
All I'll say with my insider scoop is first half of that one shot, easy.
That means the end is gonna be rough. Got it.
We'll be starting back up in 2 minutes. If you got to use the bathroom, grab a drink, do so quickly. Those of you who've been enjoying and watching the stream, thank you very much. Yeah, the world map, I was kind of very inspired by Lord of the Rings and kind of the landscape you see in the filmings of the movies as well. So the map was more the traditional book take. And yeah, it's really good. I'm really happy how my artist captured Elder Earth. And I appreciate you guys watching the stream very much. We're starting up again really soon. Let me grab a drink of water. And we change music. Average.
Hey yo.
Vizian.
Hi, hi.
Kanto. Come back to Kanto. Cloudy.
I am here.
Sakura.
2 finger salute.
Give Kanto another minute. Don't go anywhere, everybody else.
Maybe.
Fuck, it got me.
Average, sneaking away. Gotta get out of here. Anytime I will refocus the stream. Back to prime.
Back.
Who was that? Was that Kanto?
Yep.
All right, good. So everybody's here. All right, so you all would get back again. You would spend over the weekend doing stuff, reading books, hanging out, jotting down the journals, communicating with friends and family if it's in your cards to do so. If you're Amrut, you're probably just jumping at every shadow. There we go. But eventually you all would be assembled for a meeting in the arena or auditorium or however you want to address it. As Heckler the Grandmaster is going to address you all on your first day of school, you will notice that Tasha's not here. Last thing she told you is that her teacher is pulling her away, that something urgent has come up. She'll likely have to miss the event. The rest of you would see that all of the school teachers are here, including some people you haven't met yet. Let's go ahead and move to that scene.
Falcon, if you kill Tasha, I swear to God.
I know. She's the NPC we've attached to that you weren't prepared for.
Just saying that. Oh. Better her than y'all. But as you do assemble at this particular place in this arena, you would see that the rune symbols are being held in high regard on the top of pillars raised above the ground about 20 feet, with words and etched in names of all the rune warriors of old. You would also see Nightheart, another teacher you heard about from Mistofar, and her class of very successful 30 years. In the middle of the table, the arena is usually used for festivities and even sometimes sumo wrestling of the sorts. You would see Headmaster Hekalu. He smiles at all of you and nods. Thank you for coming out today to Zion's Hope and for taking this chance to journey with us in this next year. As you know, things aren't going to be as conventional as usual. Typically, Zion's Hope is a 3 years school, but with the threat from, well, you know, I'm afraid we're going to have to jam all 3 years into one. And as she looks around the room, you can see the students whispering about the supposed threat. Some people still don't believe it, though they've no reason to assume you're a lie. Some might ignore it because they're afraid. But in any case, as Hekalu addresses the room, she introduces you to all the teachers. And as she does so, here is your academics handout. All of you will be engaging in the general classes, but each of you will be able to major in a single class of choice. Let's go ahead and pull that up, including the teachers that will be teaching them. Beautiful artwork here by Sam Carr of lecture going on. But as for the courses, you all will be taking part in the primordial arts, and Hekalu's running this through. I'm giving you the information, but she's kind of going through the motion. The primordial arts is taught to you by your particular teacher. So for you, you'll all be taught by Mistofar, but Tasha shall be taught by her teacher. And then this group by Nightheart. The sworn defense, which is against the mouth that feeds, will be taken up by Jalis, one of the room masters at this facility. The team fight tactics will be taken up by Jaeger Ducalion. And the imbued arts will be taken up by Clamdor's greatest creation, Bronzebeard. Somehow able to use rune powers, but not a rune warrior, and completely forged from nothing. And now, also is the teacher of the Tinker's Time. She quickly goes through, though we won't touch on all of them, the classes that you'll be taking, addressing that in the first week, you'll be sampling classes from the alchemical arts all the way down to Tinker's Time, through the jewels and glassworks and cobbles and disguises. You'll each have a chance to sample the majors before settling on which major you wish to undertake. And that over the time of your course, the two classes will be competing against each other. She says, "Excuse me, due to some new news, it's actually 3 classes." And she calls back in, well, a few individuals that you might be familiar with who's had a change of heart and mind. As Amalexia comes late, having picked up Creed and Quill, properly signed their paperwork to be here. They nod at you quietly and take a seat into the north. And yeah, they look at you. Quill and Creed are a little salty about the last time you've all been engaged. But Amalexia really proud to have her students. And as Hekalu sees them sit down, she smiles. "Mr. Farr, typically we go through the sampled classes first, but with needing to speed up all the training this year, we think that Jaeger's teamfight tactics should be taken at front. Is your group prepared for such a thing?" Mr. Farr looks to the students, but he doesn't ask you if you're ready for such a task. He goes, "They are," nodding to you all confidently that he believes in your skills. If any of you have doubtful faces, now's your time to tell me as Mr. Farr stares at you.
Sora just looks at him with a closed-eye, big-mouth smile.
Normally the classes are evenly placed against the other team. However, since Amalexia's team is so much smaller than yours, Mr. Farr, your party will have the advantage of choosing one person from Nightheart's class to join Amalexia of a handicap 4v5, but one group will have a third year with them. Discuss. Take a look at your enemy. They say don't judge a book by the cover. However, in our field of work, we need to evaluate many things about the people we encounter, and we have seconds to deduct that. From their equipment, to how they carry themselves, how they speak, and how they look. Sometimes we'll get it wrong, other times our insight will be spot on. Talk among yourselves and decide. You can decide as we journey to the boat that will take us to the arena. I hope you will enjoy your time at Zion's, and you really consider what academic you wish to pursue. When we are done, you will be experts in your field. And trust me, all of these skills are extraordinarily useful. Do we have any questions from the first years?" He looks to both sides. Kasha would ask a question, not too relevant, and Will would wonder if they get lunch breaks. And Creed looks like he's still thinking about why did he return. Do you particular party have any questions for Hekalu?
Do we have an idea of what kind of competition this is?
Yes. In some cultures and facilities, it's called capture the flag. But for us, it's capture the spear. You'll be taken to a remote island where you'll be safeguarded against death's own grasp. There, you'll be able to compete in good faith, with the rules clearly laid out by Deucalion Jaeger, the class leader of all teamfight tactics. As your personal coaches, Mr. Farr and Amalexia will assist you. But it is ultimately up to you to drive the victory. They are just here to guide the hand. You must still release. Now, are there any other questions? Looking to your group eagerly, Hekalu thinks that we've got quite an impressive crowd this year of participants.
I think I'm good.
I'm so excited to begin.
And Mr. Farr would tell you all, follow me. We're going to go into a boat that will bring us to the arena. As we walk, you should really consider who you'd like to take. My personal suggestion is to avoid Vata and Viridian. Place your pride aside and just get it used to the school first. Those are the top of the class of Nightheart's people, and as third years, they already possess advanced runes, which means they'll likely be able to take you out in a single blow. The rest of them are fair game, and if you do choose to take up that challenge, by all means. But I would like to see you push to your limits and probably take them another day.
Oh, but it may be a point of pride, but I also see an advantage in having someone like Viridian on their team, because he would butt heads with Tasha, who is an actual leader, and Quill and Creed would capitalize on the chaos and not do anything good for it.
You underestimate the third years. Viridian may be a pompous to you, his adversaries, but he is an ideal leader when pushed into a proper situation. That is why him and Vata are the top of the class. If you wish to partake against them, I will tell you this, that Viridian could have defeated the Mouther alone.
Which one?
The bear from the footage.
Oh, okay.
Now, it's entirely up to you if you want to go that way, but I myself would love to see what you guys bring to the table. And I'm not trying to downplay your skills, I understand they've had 2.5 years at this academy. That is quite the advantage, and you will soon see that there is so much to learn here, and you will unlock powers, skills, mental fortitude you could only have dreamed. So just trust me, I'm here to guide you, but I will not make demands. If you choose to follow this course of action, then I will support you. It's equally my job to have your back.
So we pick who's on their team?
You're picking one member to join them. Since they have less people than you, it'll be a 4v5, but they get a third year.
And Viridian's super strong. Veda's a badass, because of course. And
Yep.
Dr. Mortis is a healer of some sorts.
Correct. And you know what? Why don't we have this conversation at the arena? As you guys take the boat ride, we'll assume who you decide to go against. In the meantime, I will publish the rules for Capture the Spear, a very awesome game that I'm sure all of you will enjoy. And just wait till you see the arena. Oh boy, is it a nice arena. Hopefully I remember to put Jenkins down.
Sorry about that. I forgot I could drag and drop him.
Oh, you're fine. If he's not here, do the same. But yes, maybe you didn't know how grand the arena would be, but here we are, folks. The boat ride would take about 30 minutes, as you guys would have likely strategized. But yes, everyone, I want to invite you to the arena of the Chromatic Spear competition. You can reference the rules under Player Resources relevant handouts. And now all the players can discuss who they would like to take from the third years to join Tasha's squadron. Really consider it. This could either be a really impressive competition or a short one.
Well, either my vote would either be, if we're not trying to be hard on ourselves, either Bang Bang or Nimbus on their team.
I was thinking Nimbus as well. Take away some of their strength there, because they already got a paladin.
But Nimbus is huge.
Yeah, but if he's still on their team, though, that's a lot of power.
Oh, we're doing 3? I thought we were just versing the other team.
Yeah, it's all of you versus the other team. So whoever you're choosing is joining Tasha's team against you guys.
Right.
The
The
third
rest
years
of
is-
the 3 years are not participating.
No, I mean, I'll just roll the credits now.
Yeah, so giving them Nimbus is giving the other team, it's choosing to fight him.
Oh,
I mean, me as a person want to give them Vata only because I'm a fanboy.
you trying
of
to see what he
Vata.
did? I kind of want to see him in action. I don't.
What'd that blade do?
We'll get our chance, I'm sure of it.
How much drip does he have? Let's find out.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
I'm also very curious of Chotan's skill set.
Reminder: this dude's trip is off the charts. It should be illegal.
It's pretty crazy. What about Bang Bang?
Bang bang. Yeah.
He's clearly from Chicago.
Roguish individual.
Did we see what weapons he has on him? If he has any?
For who?
Bang Bang.
Bang Bang. One thing to consider is he's wearing a breastplate and a shield, and he's got a long spear. It doesn't look like a normal spear that you guys would be able to use. Maybe something from his culture, but it has reach and looks like quite an effective weapon. Also, we'd have to contend with his wings. Always a hazard.
Yeah, he said that he could fly.
We're not picking up.
What has Blindhold got on him?
Blindhold? Let's see what she's rocking.
Not sight.
She is rocking plate, but she's not using a shield. And we do know that she's blind.
Yeah, I wouldn't underestimate her. I don't know, guys. I think Kodo, but I don't really.
So either between Dr. Mortis and Koto?
Honestly, I'd be okay just to roll. They're all pretty powerful, and
Yeah, they all make us look weak.
No, not me, but sure. Let's go.
No,
Let's roll it.
Oh, there's a lot of gaps of power even between them, so it's a big consideration. Are you
that
rolling
guy.
exempting two of them, or are you literally just gonna roll and include all of them?
No drip dude here.
No,
We're rolling a
dude.
We're rolling a D6, right?
No. I feel like we've narrowed down to 2 and then roll a 1d2.
who are
You
the two?
guys.
It was either between, I guess now a D3, whether Bang Bang, Koto, or Mortis. But Bang Bang can fly, so.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah.
excluded Bang Bang. I
Okay.
think it's Kodo and Mortis.
We haven't even talked about Nightheart. What are they wearing?
Oh, Nightheart's the
That's the-
teacher.
Oh,
the teacher.
duh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all the
not
teachers
them.
are standing on the dwarven statues' heads. By the way, the dwarven statues' heads, when the teachers talk, are really loud. The stone statues talk, so they're standing there not just to look cool. That's probably part of it. And so that they can communicate throughout the battle like a coach. Like, oh, go left, go left. They're not going to be too active, but thematically they'll be dropping the advice. Ultimately, it'll just be the players guiding the game.
Gotcha.
Personally,
Dude.
I would say either Blindhold or Choto would be my choices. Less because I think they're going to be an issue, and more to help balance out the team we're going to be up against. Because Creed and Quill are more roguish types, and Tasha's ranger. So if we're going to have them have a bit of strength to help balance them out, then someone a bit more strength heavy might be better.
I don't know if I want to balance him out.
Yeah, there's the leader there.
My
Trying to be helpful.
The-
Phoenix
two
is
that I-
trying to sabotage them.
the two that I vote for is Vata and Blindhold.
I'll also go Vata.
You guys want our death.
Not Vata. This one down. Oh, that's Koto. Fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
I was wondering.
I was gonna say for a moment.
Does
Oh, you're
Koto
actually
look like a
picking
bar-
Vata.
Yeah, I can't not. I cannot
Okay.
not pick
I
Vata.
was thinking Koto. I'm sorry.
Vata's supposed to be
is
the
Koto,
dessert. We're at appetizers right now.
Koto's like a sorcerer or something.
I skip right to the cake. Is Koto a sorcerer or a barbarian, or how can we tell?
It's tough. Looking at her, they have about as much information about you as you have about them, but she looks like she's more of a some type of elementalist, but also a barbarian.
Doesn't seem like she's maybe too bright either.
Oh, that's very rude.
Yeah. Are you new here? This character.
Okay. All right.
Well, how about you guys drop your 2 choices in chat and we'll see the majority. Each of you commit to 2 names for me, and then the majority will be put into a D2 role so we can move forward.
Sounds good.
That sounds like Koto might just be the.
Looks like Koto's certainly secured his spot, but let's use the second one.
Yeah. Yep.
So Koto is guaranteed to be one of the people in the competition, and it looks like Mortis got 3. So we can roll a D2 between Mortis and Koto. Who would like to roll that so that we don't have multiple results and try to have to pick it out?
I can do it.
Okay, D2.
One is Mortis. The second is Koto.
No.
Okay.
Right, I think that's, you said Mortis, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so Deucalion announces over the dwarven loudspeakers, those stone mouths shout and thunder like thaumaturgy, but far greater. The rules of the game, which I have issued to you, but your characters will now be fed the information. Violence is allowed against each other. If you die, you'll be transported to one of these cages, whichever you're nearest to. You'll be released from the cage at full capacity at the end of the next turn after you've fallen. The arena has certain hazards, the animated armors. You can do stuff to avoid them, but they'll be shooting crossbows at you whenever you cross the bridges. The lava will more than likely instantly spill in death, but you'll still be ported to the cages. Each of the green sigils can hold 1 chromatic spear. Once a chromatic spear is scored at a point, that spear remains there and a new one forms in the center. Once a team has the majority, which is 3, that team wins. If there's a tie, we go to tiebreaker, and a spear will appear here and can be scored anywhere, ending the game. Are there any questions? He says over the dwarven loudspeakers. And now it's your chance to say the question to Mistafar, who will then communicate that through the dwarven loudspeaker.
Can I just verify that these stairs that are next to the green receptacles, is there a fall distance? Well, I guess I should have pointed up here. Like, how far from here?
It's about a 15-foot decline.
Okay.
But once you exit this particular starting area, this area is no longer playable, including the ring, this entire ring. You'll just be released from these cages back into this adjacent square over here if you get down. But yes, but then the rules, which says area hazards, I believe it says the outer ring of the arena where participants start cannot be used. So all the good stuff happens in the middle. And do I need to tell you where the chromatic spear is, or have we all figured that part out?
In the middle.
Oh yeah, and it's a beautiful little bugger. I look forward to you dunking it. Are there any questions about the rules of the game? I'm sure at certain points we might have a few hiccups, but we'll learn the fine details together. Of course, we'll all enter initiative like it's a fight.
Oh, okay, that was my question.
So, if there aren't any more questions, 1, 2, 3, told. All right, let the games begin.
Why am I so nervous?
I couldn't tell you. Now, with that said,
Conditions.
help each other out. Remember, destroying the spear is a valid strategy. A new spear will form. The rules for its hit points and stuff are there. If a spear is not destroyed, the ones that appear after you score are not enhanced. That's only when a spear is destroyed. So if it's the final round of the game's close, maybe you'll rather reset the ball than let the enemy score. With that said, let the games begin. I'm going to roll you into initiative now, and I think it's time for a change of music. Even though that previous song was bumping too. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Fuck.
The two leaders were the ones on top.
Oh my, you're right. Tasha's the leader of her group, even if she has a third year there. So Tasha acts first, and you see her. It's hard to make out what she's saying, but she's talking to her team, and she's pointing this way, that way, and go this way. And she's gonna move down first, taking a dash, and bravely deciding she's going to venture onto the bridge. And as she reaches the bridge, the first shot of the ballista comes out. Which, to speed up things, I have a list here of X amount of results between 10 and 30 that I'll then recycle through so that we can move much faster. So I have all these things pre-shot, and I'll move to the second one, third one, fourth one, etc. So with that said, on this first shot here, this is a dexterity saving throw. It's the statue that she's going to make her dexterity saving throw. And you know what? Let's make all the sheets public for this friendly competition. Dex save incoming. You see her get onto the bridge, and underestimating these troops that she assumed was slow, they unleashed their first bolt. Dead send is right into them. And they deliver a nasty 9 damage to her. As it grazes across her belly. Lewis, get your team in order.
Try to cover as much ground as we can. Don't know which direction they're gonna head. Be prepared. As he goes for the dash. So that is 30. And that's his dash.
You know the drill. Give me a dex save.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Got it. Pop. Decent.
Well, it's a dexterity DC 10. It's set in the arena rules. So you avoid the ballista shot.
Nice.
Creed. All right. Are we sure? All right. And he moves down. Positions himself right here. And Misty steps.
You son of a gun.
Yells, "Speed! I have the power!" And now we go to essentially the rogue, who will dash and bonus action dash. He'll take to the same bridge. So it's 30, 60, 90. Let's see if he gets clipped as he runs by. His beautiful double dash. But will he make his dexterity saving throw? We're gonna see. He doesn't. He gets clipped in the stomach 4. Hold on here. Ooh, 10 damage. But even with his blood out, they look like they have some kind of plan. Will's already damn near to the ball. You guys may have to take the second ball if they take the first. Which brings us to their plan and their risky maneuvers. Mortis doesn't seem to walk far. Gets over here. Much time for the magic.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually the strongest member.
He is going to healing word Quill. Wait, is he within 60 feet? I think so. There we go. And let me take your sheet off Whisper before I forget. Where are you, Whisper? There we go. Now it's so he's going to healing word. Go for 7 hit points. Nice. Phoenix, you're up.
She will make her way down. I just want to verify real quick that I'm not meta in anything. Since the center is up higher, like we can see the globe when we're like way over here on this side of the lava.
Yes.
I
You
didn't
can
know how
see the
tall these
globe,
were.
but it has a little bit of cover because if you see these are stairs that rise up. Same thing for
Okay.
this. So I would say you would see the tip of it.
Okay. Whoops. Well, she's gonna have to dash. That's as far as she can go, and she told Jenkins to go left. And he will dash as well. He's gonna stay just off of that instead of going in.
Excellent.
Action. Oh, that's a bonus action. Darn it. How far can she see? She cannot. Holding a spell uses it even if I don't get to use it. Like my conditions are never met, right?
If you hold a spell and your conditions are met, you lose the spell slot.
Okay.
And it's also concentration. Not relevant right now, but if you ever are concentrated.
Right.
Remember, the conditions can only be a single course, not a set of scenarios.
Okay. Oh, 30 feet. I know I already made my movement, but my bonus action, can I had cast something on Sora before I ran down?
Certainly.
Say before she left, she turned around to Sora real quick, and she how do I want to flavor this? We'll say she just put another like slapstick bracelet. I don't know if you know those things. Like they're a long rectangle, and you slap them on your wrist, and they wrap around real quick. She said this should protect you a little bit. Go for it. She knows you're fast. We'll put Sanctuary on Sora in case anybody aims for her.
Okay.
Ooh, a second one. Are we best friends now?
Well, it'll disappear, and then she rushes off down there, so EOT.
Edith Bloom.
Right. Judith is going to start running. It takes 30 feet of movement just to get to the bottom of the stairs here. Man. Okay. I'm going to I'm just gonna keep moving. I'll dash. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Just to there. To the edge. And that's it. No bonus action.
Heard. Sora.
All right. As Sora sees everyone running off ahead, she cracks her neck left and right and then hops on her feet a couple times before smiling boldly at the people all the way over there already getting close. I am Sora of the Turtle Islands. I was chosen by the wind. I am freedom. And she slowly hankers down onto all fours as her golden tattoos begin to spark off of her. She'll use a key point for Step of the Wind as her bonus, doubling her movement speed. Then I'm going to use my main action to dash, doubling my movement speed.
Doubles your normal speed, not your new speed.
Yeah, no, sorry, that would make it 120.
What's your regular speed?
40.
Oh, yeah, 40, 80, 120. Yep. Oh, dang. Yo, so they thought they had Quill, but you got you.
So, Phoenix, you feel just a swift breeze just flick by you as Sora charges over here onto the bridge with 80 of her movement speed so far.
Let's see. You avoid it. Too fast.
With 80, 90. $100. 110. 120 gets me right there.
Excellent.
And as she just comes to a skidding halt, she just looks back to everyone else. Get ready. They are coming.
Camera.
Awesome. I'm doing the thing here. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm doing the math. Okay. So I'm gonna get over here, right? Okay, then I'm gonna use my action to dash. Get up here, and just like Creed did, I'm gonna use an ability to get to the other side here.
Oh, okay.
Splash step.
There we go.
So the marking on Amrit's face turns from like white to like a blue, and then like steam seems to come out of it, and his whole body seems to evaporate, and he will appear on the other side here. Let's see, I'll take him. There.
Excellent.
He like shakes himself off. Awesome. And that is his turn.
Asha's up, trying to recover from the shot to herself. She does only have 30 feet. She doesn't. She is going to run 30. Going to climb here. She's a ranger. She's got her climb speed. And then she is going to, but feet, so it'll be everything I'm measuring will be 5 more to the end. She's going to dash and oof. Not gonna be able to pick it up this turn. Wait, let me check her strength score. 11, nope. Cannot pick it up as a bonus action. But she gets right on it. She's playing goalie right now. Lewis.
All right. Shit, it's gonna be difficult for us to get over there in time. Okay.
Speak for yourself.
Would I be able to? Okay, well.
I'm slow. Just me.
Would I be able to do a athletics to try to hop over the pillar without
Yes.
so much issue?
Yes, certainly.
Alright.
You just take a direct course pillar, and if you want to climb the wall pillar, you can do another athletic. Unless you
Got
have a
it,
climb
let's say.
speed. Easily hop over this, or the animated armor is still trying to reload these big bolts.
Got it. Lewis is going to actually hold on. Lewis is going to take this course instead as his main and action dash. Don't want to surge right now. Still a little bit early. He's going to stay there for the time being.
Excellent. You're gaining your own right and speed. But Creed, he teleported and he's like, okay. And for it to be fun for the players, can I have on my enemy turns when they pass by these statues, which have 5-foot reach, for one of you to be ready to roll the d20 plus 5? I had rolled out the ballista damage, but I did not roll out the attack rolls of the.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I did, but I rolled out the ballista damages, which will still help speed things up. So whoever would like to roll out an opportunity attack against Creed from the one statue he's going to pass, enjoy.
Who we got?
It is a d20
Actually,
plus 5. Go for it. d20 plus 5, and it's a set amount of damage, 5 bludgeoning. I only did one of those two things. All
shit.
right, we'll just have it. We'll just have it double. And normally you don't double non-dice, but you got it. You got it. Peter runs by. That thing slaps him so hard in his hiney. He just screeches, "Yeah! Why did I come back? They said we can't die, but it still hurts. This isn't healthy. This isn't healthy for our mental minds." Oh, got really far. He's going to use his action one more time, bonus action, Misty Step. He's got a strategy to replenish his stuff. And now that he still has his action, he's going to pick up the orb. Let's see here. No action needed. He picks up the orb, which will always be in a square within 5 feet of you. As long as an enemy creature is within 5 feet of the character, even if the ball's on the opposite side, they can still fend for the ball. So even though I'm putting it over here, you don't need to be 5 feet next to the ball, just 5 feet next to the character. But they are, in theory, holding it, whether it's protruding behind them or in front of them. He grabs it, but he doesn't have any more movement. He used 30, got slapped on the hiney, teleported, used his action to pick it up, but one of the teams have the ball now. Will, we can score this one easy. He's going to take it from his ally. And with the distance being 5 feet, unless they're really fumble, he should be able to grab it. But even a 5-foot pairing of this heavy ball in what's assumed to be a really fast-paced race is a check. Let's go ahead and make that check for him. He is going to, let's see, taking a ball. Leave is the user's choice of athletics, sleight of hand, or acrobatics or perception. Acrobatics, the ball exchange. He'll easily take the ball. Since the other guy doesn't need to throw it, he just needs to receive it. As he takes the ball, he is going to move back onto the bridge with his action to dash. I mean, his bonus action to dash, because taking the ball is... Now he's over here with the ball. Not close enough to get fired at. He needs to enter the bridge to get fired at, but that is his full movement. The doctor is going to move closer to support him, but doesn't seem to be doing anything in particular yet. The good thing about Mortis is that he's pretty slow, but he is a reliable healer. Phoenix, you're up.
She's gonna continue going the direction she was. Action dash. She's slow, and Jenkins is gonna try to dash across this bridge thing real quick.
You passed through this bridge?
I did. Sorry. Dex save.
Yep. You 10.
And then now you can hit me for Jenkins.
All right, you both make it.
He's gonna dash as well. Do I want to do that?
Got it, use it.
Yeah, bonus action, expeditious retreat on myself. So that she can move a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
So her bonus action now.
Went from slow to like the third fastest person on the map with that.
Oh my god, I don't know, extra 25. Okay, EOT.
Judith Bloom.
All right, Judith Bloom, Between the Flames. Here we go.
You gotta say the whole thing, Falcon.
Judith is going to, seeing Quill run. Happy to see Quill back, but not happy because he's cookie. Judith's going to pull out like a little piece of paper and quill and just kind of write Amrit, make sure to use your head in all forms possible. And that is my bardic inspiration for you.
What?
Inspired.
Sure.
That's my bonus action. Then, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I have to do a dex save when I cross the bridge?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the ballistics.
Okay. Dex save.
Oh, you get hit
Jesus.
on the side for 7 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. -7. Okay. And then the animated armor is what hit me?
Yeah, the enemy armor is shooting the.
Okay. So I think I have a little bit of movement left. I'll just move right here off the crazy ass bridge, and seeing Quill and how fast this mother ucker is, carrying this heavy ball, I'm going to pull out my notebook and I'll start writing. He came back too early and didn't get enough sleep, and dropped the ball into the lava. That's what I'm going to write, but my hope here is that he's running so fast, I cast sleep at 2nd level. If he falls asleep, maybe I can play a little billiards and hit it here to fall into the lava, but we'll see. Uh, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35 hit points.
Yeah, you cast it onto him and he does fall asleep. This ball is really heavy. The only problem is that it would just wedge on this thing right here as it rolls forward. So it does roll forward and he sleeps. And per the rules, since he's incapacitated, he will be put in the nearest cage.
Ooh.
Any spell that disables a creature will put them in the cage and they'll be back renewed at the end of the next.
That's my turn.
Ah. Okay.
We bought some time.
Question, Falcon. Is it possible to skirt around this statue this way?
It would still attack you. Just like a player could that occupies all 5 squares.
I know,
All squares.
I'm just not trying to have 2 of them attack me.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could take a little bit of a longer route, certainly.
Okay. Same thing as before. Amrit, you can almost feel the charge as she is ready to go as fast as she can. I'm just mapping how far she needs to go real quick.
Gotta go
Statues will have
fast.
to make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, you'll have to go around this. Can you drop Sanctuary?
Yep.
I'm wondering if they do since they're not creatures. I'm not sure.
Oh. It says any creature who targets it, so yeah, I guess not.
They wouldn't. I mean, even the animated armors would need to, but not the.
Okay.
So they're just objects that are machines that move when things are progged.
So yeah, Sora will go ahead and use her key point and main action to dash to get herself next to that orb, so she will take an opportunity from that statue next to her.
Okay. Since it's you guys, I'll roll it out. A 20 will certainly connect. 5
Sure.
damage.
-5. Sora is next to the orb. EOT.
Nice. Remember, you can already see them all looking at Sora. She's way too close to that northern goalpost.
Shit. I can't go as fast as I did before, but I'm gonna head that way. So I'm probably gonna get smacked by this one here.
Oh yeah. Once you break its range, yeah.
Alrighty.
Misses you.
Awesome. The ballistas, do they only shoot when
The
you're
bridge.
like on the stairs?
Yeah, they don't turn. They just shoot on the bridge. They cover
Okay.
essentially the entirety of the.
Gotcha. So they don't shoot like over here. Okay.
Now, in the enemy armors, they don't even look. They don't even kill you next to them. They just kind of look at you, and he's like loading up his next round.
Oh, bitchin'. All right.
They don't think they'll take opportunities or anything.
Awesome. Wait, where was I? Okay. So let's see, and I'm gonna dash. Alrighty. And that's, I'm thinking is it. Yeah.
Crap. He's going to throw her arrows. Oh yeah, Claudia, when you enter this bridge, I needed to make a shot at you.
Okay.
You make hold on, I gotta make a wisdom
save.
save to see if we can even. Samaje. A 12 is not enough. They are unable to shoot at you. He tries to, but he just gets confused.
Woohoo!
Sasha sees the animated armor struggles, but she doesn't understand why, so she takes her own shot at you. I'll drop him. You know what? You see her call upon her light rune, and as she pulls out a bow, it shines. Is going to add a 4 to her attack roll. I'm making that as 17.
Okay.
But first she needs to make a wisdom save to see if she can even attack you. Not, you have to choose a different target in range. Uh, 13, I think that's what she needs.
That meets it, yep.
She'll hit you for 11 piercing, rating your back.
Sora will use her reaction and use deflect missiles.
Now,
She'll whip around
you'll
it.
have to drop the spear to do this.
I wasn't able to pick it up anyway.
Oh, you haven't picked it up. Okay, good. So you're good.
Yeah. Reducing it to 1.
Take one shot. She releases another one. Now, why not? Shoot again. Wisdom Samaje. Shot. Shot whiffs past you. Damn it. We may need to catch the next one. Going to run down here. Getting in front of Amrit. Lewis is up.
All right. Lewis starts running. Breaking range for opportunity.
Oof, 10 damage.
That's fun. As he sees the staff just fly out at him, Lewis lifts up his mechanical arm that has his shield attached to it, and it just rings out as his body strains from all the damage. But he grits it as the kinetic force of the blow seems to get absorbed into his shield and arm, as it starts to glow a orange and red type of color, heating up, steam shooting off of it. Reaction steam release. To get that a rolling. I'll set its icon later. Bonus action second wind to get my HP back. That's 9 back. I basically mitigated everything. So I only really took 1 damage off of that. And main action dash to get right up to Creed.
Hey, that's illegal.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna need to secure the area. As he gets his sword action surge into main attack.
Love it.
Nani? Dodges. Whoa! Be
You know
careful!
what? Nah, I don't think 13's gonna hit him. Gonna go ahead and just let that slide. But hey, at least I'm distracting him now.
Crap. And he's like confused. He's about to rebuttal to you. You think you can stop me? Natasha looks back. Ignore him. The objective is the ball, not to win a fight. But he tried to swing his silver stick thing at me. Get your head in the game, Creed. Yes. So will you kindly not salt me when I take another step away?
Maybe. As he just like raises his eyebrow and smirks at him.
You breaks your opportunity attack range.
Okay, I
It's
can't do anything. I use
sir.
that reaction.
You wouldn't hit an old man. He's younger than you, of course. And he turns around. Now, that jumping, hopping, swooting girl. Let's see what I've got here in my cotton bag of goodies. He is going to attempt to throw a ball of fire at you, but he will need to. You can Wizante save first. Oh, shoot, his seat's on Whisper. But he gets a 12, so he needs to, I believe he needs to choose a different target. Is that what the spell says?
Yep, a new target or lose the attacker
Yeah,
spell.
so he'll just to get it out so he doesn't lose it, he'll choose a new target. Let me take his sheet off Whisper. Here we go. He has the fire starting rune, Pyro Ball. And let's see, he is going to throw the Pyro Ball. Who do we want to throw the ball at? He sees Lewis is steaming and blazing away. So he'll toss it at Emerald. Emerald, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty.
We gotta go. Got runes or kind of into like. You take 15 fire damage.
Resistance.
Ignore his fire resistance.
So it's like, ignores it. Fuck, I forgot.
Woo!
Okay. Can I do Hellish Rebuke if it's a save spell?
Sorry,
Or is it only attacks?
Sorry, I was muted, but I mean you are inspired, but I guess
This is true.
Oh, you are inspired.
Cloudy, you already know, or forget that shit. Here we go. It's a D6, correct?
yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah, the DC is 13. So you have
Hell yeah.
you're getting a 14 and you take half as much damage, which is 7 damage. Again, it does ignore fire resistance.
Gotcha.
So, but
Yes,
nowhere near as bad. He's oh no. Oh, I have an idea. He needs the rest of his movement. He already spent 10 feet. And he has 20. It's right on top of you. You see him got a dagger out. Your friend didn't take the attack, but I will. You got a really horrible kind of screechy laugh.
You don't want to do that.
Will is released at the end of his turn. Here. All of his resources and hit points restored to him. Now, how hard shall I go? People are quite familiar. Physically speaking. Looks down. Yes. And he is going to complicate things a little bit. First, he is going to move here onto the bridge. At which point in time, a shot from the ballista will come out against him. A dex save. There we go. The shot will hit him for 11. And then he is going to cast Darkness.
Oh.
And Sora, when the darkness goes up, you could feel someone brush past you, though they can move through the shadows of it. It also reveals the man under the mask to an extent. But as the darkness goes up, I have a graph of dark. I'm gonna put him in a random space in here, but he's not necessarily in. But yes, everything goes black for you, so you can't see anything.
Phoenix is going to get a better point of view. And while she's here, she's going to take one shot, she doesn't have extra shot yet, at this animated armor and see if she can work on getting them out of the game.
Hits.
She'll just heal across to Jenkins to defend. Whoops, wrong direction. That's gonna be it for me and you, team.
Shoot it.
Right. So if I were to take one step on this bridge, they take a shot at me, right?
Yes.
All right.
Every round
And-
it refreshes, and every creature that passes it gets shot at.
Cool. Step. All right, I'll step there. I can.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Okay. There we
You
go.
evaded easily.
So 5. 10. Is it difficult terrain to jump up to get over these things?
Yes, you can make it in athletics, but if you fail, it'll cost 10 feet and you won't move. Or you can walk
Could I
around
make
it.
Could I do an acrobatics to like?
Yeah,
do
you can do
something cool,
acrobatic.
like,
It's short
leap over?
enough. I will let you do acrobatic.
Cool. So 5, 10. Da, 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 da.
Easily can traverse it as if it's not difficult this turn.
20, 25, 30. Okay. I realize I forgot that it costs money to buy thieves' tools, so I don't have any of those on me. But I do have some soap. So I'm going to, with my action, I'm going to cast Mage Hand as a dim, kind of yellowish replica of my hand shoots off from mine, still holding the quill. But then I will give it a bar of soap, and I'm going to send the Mage Hand up to the crossbow here, and I want to try to jam it in any kind of way I can. I want to try to make the thing so it doesn't work for at least a while. So I have a clear path for the team when they get the ball.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana.
Yeah, you got it. You got it in there pretty good. But you're disdain. You're not sure how long it'll last. As you do see this soldier getting ready to head over to try to dislodge it. Not immediately, but soon.
So that was my action. Hopefully it's useful. And then I'll just kind of yell out, "Hurry, come over here while the thing's jammed."
Dora, fumbling around the darkness, you feel someone scrape past you.
Oh. Startled me. Can I roll perception to see if I can still grab where I think the ball was with my action?
What is your passive perception? Right now it'd be -5. If you want to make an active check, it's an action itself.
Okay, my passive perception is 10.
But 10, you wouldn't be able to discern where it is. You'd have to.
Would spending movement trying to find it help?
Yeah, you could move until you bump into either Mortis or the ball.
Okay.
Just show me your direct route.
All right.
One square at a time.
I'm stumbling where I think I saw it last first, so I'm getting the ruler out. So I would go there first.
Okay. Just continue navigating until I tell you touch. And right there is a pillar in the dark. They mean athletics at disadvantage. You might fall over.
Okay.
You'll take 10 feet of movement away from you by the time you get over to the other side. So measure the normal movement plus 10.
Okay, so that's 20 used so far.
You have not bumped into the ball yet.
Okay. So 20, 25 would be here.
Okay.
30 at that point.
Okay. Keep going. I will tell you when you bump into something.
So that was right there's my full movement to scan around through there. Damn, he's really gonna make me work for it.
You think that Dr. Mortis is extremely smart. He might move where you least expect.
Okay. Bonus action, Step of the Wind. I'm gonna find him. Move there. Where I thought I saw him last. Then 5. He's not there. I move through there. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Right here. 25. Remember I told you felt someone brush by you?
You're right.
He stood closer to the opposite of the goal, knowing that you would obviously attempt to go further out, thinking he's moving towards the objective.
Gotcha. At that point, yeah, I would try and snatch the ball blindly from him.
Right, without being able to see, you do have disadvantage on this check, of course.
Okay.
Oh! All right, he still has to roll against you. If he gets an at 20 or just higher, he would still win this. But that's pretty badass. It's very doubtful. It's very doubtful he's gonna be. All right, so let's see. So you're trying to steal the orb, so he gets to make. Legs or sleight of hands. Performing athletics, acrobatics, or sleight of hands. Okay, so here's the athletics, acrobatics, or sleight of hand. Let's see this. Oops, I clicked. All right, athletics, acrobatics, or sleight of hand. Your lucky day. Not skilled in any of those three. He's a doctor. He goes to move it out, but you snatch it up.
Okay, cool. Oh god.
Well done.
I think I have movement left after doing that. I'm just checking how much I used with Step of the Wind. It's 24. It's there. Okay, I have 20 left. Oh god, I want to do something daring. Really daring.
So jumping distance, you might be able to do it.
I know, I have extra because of the wind rune.
But if you don't have normal movement, then you cannot fulfill the jump.
Yeah.
Can't up the wind on top of that even.
What's that?
You said you activated Step of the Wind, right?
Yes.
I believe that increases your jump speed also.
Yeah, it does. But he still needs to have movement speed, which he's lacking right now.
I have 20 of it left, yeah. I'm just trying to see... You know what? I'm just gonna try and run towards. Would she get an idea of knowing where to run after clambering around in the dark like this?
Yeah, I think that you would realize you've circled back to almost your original position 5 feet in front.
Okay. So Sora would double back, running away. He could probably see in the dark.
Well, not in the darkness.
So 5, 10.
I thought you were talking about you could see in the darkness. Yeah, he'll take an opportunity.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
See him try to smack you, but his mind, can he overcome it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Thank God he didn't crit on the other roll.
Don't worry, he's not exactly a melee combatant. He goes to swing. Dr. Mortis, not being a physical person, misses you.
Wouldn't he have advantage since he can see?
Yeah, he does have advantage.
So he would hit.
He is a physical person. His rune guided him. Yeah, this darkness thing, by the way. Yeah, it's attached to its ruinous ability. Oh, big damage.
1 bludgeoning. Got it.
He just smacks you in the boot. Boop.
10.
Oh, he compliments you. Well done getting through my darkness maze. Boop. Right on the head.
Thank you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Sora's getting really close to the first point, finish line.
Yeah, this is exciting.
DOT.
It's not apparent. We won't probably finish this game today, so this score right here is going to be the session's climax, I think.
Gotcha.
Let's go ahead, and I'm going to give it all players control the ball because so I don't have to keep moving it. Anyone who's actually holding it can move. With that said, Amrod, you're up. Your buddy needs you.
All right. I'm gonna head that way. Stay out of my way, Creed. Don't want to hurt you.
I got something for you here. Look. Oh no. This is my stage dagger. A performer's dagger. This isn't real.
Oh, how fitting. It'll like start going this way.
Hello. Yeah. But you were probably so understanding of his shit, you just probably like swatted his hand away.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not playing with you, dude.
It's a fake dagger. Even if I succeeded, it wouldn't hurt you. Come on, huh?
This one's real, okay?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna keep going. Same to you. Stay out of my way.
Challenge accepted.
Are you people just deaf?
It's a competition. Are you dumb?
Maybe.
Well, I quite like you, so I will stay out of your way. I don't need to be next to you to shoot you in the back with arrows.
Fair enough. Here we go. This is what, 25 or 30?
You would drop down from the ledge. Dropping down, I'm not going to have you guys. Just climbing up and be more movement.
Okay. I'll walk forward here. Or I guess he's bumping into him where he's moving this way. We'll go this way. Shit, I can't see. He's gonna dash just straight forward.
I need an athletics check just to see if you accidentally run over the stuff that's fallen.
Gotcha. Didn't think this one through. 14.
You're fine. You would move as normal. From the outside, you could see where it kind of began and you could see where it kind of ended. So you have a good idea, but there are objects within it that might trip you up.
Hey.
Hey.
Awesome.
Hey, get back to the competition.
Well, enjoy your nap.
You'll enjoy me score.
We'll see.
I'm gonna fucking stab you. Not you, him,
What?
this time.
Oh, you scared me.
Oh, so you end your turn. I was waiting for you. You already
Yeah.
did it.
That was my action.
Yeah, I
To get
forgot.
there.
Tasha whispers something to Creed. Don't take the skill pool. Yeah. My deck. They just said I wasn't tall enough to join the cult. That my outfit was red and they all wore blue. What is going on here? Why? And she is going to Oracle's eye. If I can't take her out, I'll take out the ball. And let's see here. Ball has an AC of 15, 10 hit points, resistance to damage. She's going to take 2 shots at the ball, attempting to break it.
And
Don't bust my ball.
is there a way for Sora to use her reaction to turn her back and try and cover it, or is this is happening right now and there's no react?
I would say you're focused on charging, because even though we have turns, this is all happening in real time. You probably just dipped out of the shadows, Amrit's on your back, and 2 arrows come flying out right into the spear. So she will focus. Come on. Can't afford to miss. Using her second use. Landing true. She's only 2 damage. Damn it. Try again. 2 damage. And you can see it crack. I believe it has, what was it, 10 or 15 hit points?
15.
Now, these are doing half damage, of course. It was 15?
I think you said it. Or 10, yeah.
Yeah,
10.
AC of 15.
Okay, so far it has 6 hit points left. It's just like, damn it. It's gonna run to the edge. Over here. See her contemplating the jump.
You can do it, Tasha.
No, you can't. Don't do that.
She only has 10 feet left. So you could make it here. The athletic check is a DC 10. Does Tasha go big or go home?
Tasha.
Edge.
You know what? Tasha, just RPing her character and the fact that she pushes herself, she's got a +0 in athletics. And only athletics is the only thing for jumping distances, not acrobatics. She is going to make this jump and maybe she'll fall. But you see her steel herself. If I lose this competition, I will do it having tried everything in me to succeed. She runs to the edge and takes a mighty leap. DC 10. Landing Superman style. Standing up even with her no modifiers. She looks at you, balanced on the edge just barely with her successful check. How do you say it? Nanathe?
Nana Lee, you'll make a great rune warrior, Tasha.
Smiles. Won't we all? And that was pretty bad.
God, I was like,
lie. +0.
I'm kicking that bitch off.
I was thinking that like that. Sometimes just kick her off. Alright, Lewis, you're up.
all right. Lewis, kind of just seeing that Creed is up here alone and the ball is getting pretty dang close to a goal. Probably best to secure the area. Sees Creed is still here, jumps off of the little incline from the stairs and just slashes down at him.
My knees.
He turns around. He screams.
A little crack.
And he cut into. Ugh.
And as he slashes down, the charged energy from steam release is emitted into the blade.
How much
Is
more?
emitted into his veins, crossing over to his sword. 3 fire damage.
So 13 in total.
Yep.
She's
And
almost
he's
took it out of the
firing, I
fight.
suppose?
Yeah, Creed is firing you. Does your
Okay,
3
so
ignore
he-
fire damage or
fire
no?
res. No, it's just regular.
Okay, so he did swim
As far
back.
as I know. Actually, let me double check.
Double check. Yeah,
It
I mean,
might.
the thing Creed has is a starting fire rune, so I'm not sure if yours is similar text, but he doesn't have anything except.
Let me see. Does it pierce?
Yep, this ability ignores fire
It does
resistance.
pierce.
It's common for the
Oh, okay.
runes to ignore their own resistance, so that they're still effective against other rune users and creatures that try to hide behind it. You're the fire rune. They are getting burnt. Unless they're immune. Sorry, unfortunately, you'll heal them. So as you stab
immune.
Creed, he looks at you and he just looks at you and he starts to cry. He grabs your hand, your cloak, and he goes, "I hope they remember me."
Oh, suck it up. As Lewis seems to just pause for a brief moment, there's a pain in his mechanical arm around the shoulder. As in the back of his head, he just hears a voice. Don't you wish you could do more? As black tissue seems to writhe within his metal arm and the pain starts to grow. And the tissue seems to take a mind of its own as bonus action Shadow Friend.
Not liking that.
Yeah. It's part of the story.
I like that.
And it will be in offense mode. So as part of the bonus action, it makes an attack.
Oh, he just barely died.
Okay, good. As the tissue seems to just fly off of his arm like a needle and shoots toward Creed, who's able to just barely avoid it. And Lewis seems just as surprised as Creed is about what the hell is going on.
What is that? You're too old to be an emo kid.
I don't
know what you're up to, buddy. I do not approve bullying people who could not make it in the other side. You heard that, mister? You heard that?
He just turned into Muscle Man.
He just jacks up and he's like, I've had enough. No, imagine.
Jesus Christ.
But Creed, God, what can he do to stop you? Because right now you're putting him in a position where he can't make it to his friends. Oh, there's that. He tries to hold the person,
I
Lewis.
see.
Try.
All right.
Might fail.
Damn it, why'd I have to release my Steam release? This would have helped. Alright.
My latest
Let's do
technique.
this.
Sorcerer Supreme's hold person. Fuck. It doesn't always
Energy
work.
tries,
So, Lewis, the
energy tries to wrap
physical,
around him.
the physical bands wrap around you. Just describe how you unleash yourself.
Got it. The bands start to form around as this black tissue starts to form around him, and it almost just lashes out at the rings and cuts him in half.
This is some Wizards Weekly manga shit. And he climbs up the stairs. I'll at least make you work for it. You want me? You want me, baby? No opportunity attack, baby. He's just losing his mind. He just wanted to go to the cult, but they wasn't having him. It wasn't having him. Even if he wrote them over 200 letters in the span of a week, they're not having it. All right, Quill sees an opportunity. He's going to try to take it. You see him nimbly jump onto this and land next to you. Oh! The ball is mine.
No, I got it first.
Oh, in that case, don't care. And now we're stealing orbs. So, Big Spear, so they can make he has to make an athletics or sleight of hand versus your athletics, acrobatics, or sleight of choice.
She'll try just flip off away from him.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's gonna be tough to beat.
Whew.
I'll try my best and make sure she's on public. Yeah, it is. Now his options are athletics, acrobatics, or it's athletics or sleight of. He has He can't beat your roll even if he rolls in that 20.
Oh,
Dear Lord.
So you move your hands away. Hey, play nice. You know what? I've got an idea that you're not gonna like.
oh,
Let's see how you like this. And he's, you know what? Tasha looks at him and goes, do the strategy I told you earlier. He's protected by magic. Doesn't matter. You get an opportunity to attack Amber. Actually, he did not use his bonus action. Oh, he needs his bonus action. You get an opportunity to attack Amber.
Alrighty, I will take.
And Sora, this time you do have the spear. If you want to take an opportunity, you have to drop it. That could be his plan, though.
I don't want to drop it.
You slice him in his back. And he jumps over here. Falls into the lava, but turns, and he's looking at you while he's falling. Shadow Root. Yeah, DC 13 charisma. Now drop your sanctuary. I don't think it could stop the rune feature though. I think it has to be attack or a spell. This is not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Charisma coming up.
You're charismatic, right?
Not at all.
Ooh, Sora.
no.
He's way past
Well,
the
is
ledge.
this or a harmful spell? Since this would end up harming her.
But it's not a spell is the issue. It's not a spell at all.
Okay.
Sora. You and the ball take a dip.
Damn.
And as you guys take a dip in lava, you're put in the cage. The ball's put in the center. Everyone stares at everyone. I think this is a good place to call it. Krill looks and he goes to give Amber the high five and he's like, oh wait, you're not my teammate. And then he goes to give Tasha a high five and she high fives him. I mean, we could play till the end of the round just so when we come back, we're not in the middle of a round. You guys okay with that? Do you have about 10, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Just so we don't pick up in the middle of the round. I think that'd be a little weird. So Quill successfully drops you, resetting the ball and putting you, well, you go to the nearest cage. So you would actually be in this top left cage.
Okay.
Always the nearest cage, yeah. So with that said, Dr. Mortis is up and Creed turns around, his jaw drops. Ah! And marching out of the darkness, it does not move with him, unfortunately for the conditions of his ability. He runs up next to you, Lewis. I'll do my best to keep you on your feet, Creed. It's my job as a doctor to make sure you remain healthy. Heals him for 5. Not a lot of hit points, but maybe enough to keep Creed in the game. That is a bonus action. For his action, let me see if he has any offensive cantrips. I doubt it though. Doctor in almost every capacity of the word. It's no offensive cantrip. So he will instead dash. Here. Invoking opportunity attack from. No, he'll stay here strategically aiding Creed instead of getting an opportunity. Seeing the ball is there. Phoenix.
So Phoenix was about to call out to Jenkins to help Sora, but then all of that craziness happened and she just kind of takes it in and looks what's a little bit closer to her, not by a lot, and sees Lewis outnumbered. She says, I didn't like him anyway, and she will aim a shot at Creed. It's at disadvantage because of the distance, but that's what she's going to do.
But they are within the long range.
Yeah, 320 is the long range.
Jesus, okay. Creed starts monologuing to Lewis. This was our plan from the beginning. Exactly this. Every single scenario was seen by Tasha's oracles. Oh! Gets in the back. For 5 damage.
Already got cured. Oh well.
Cool.
Jenkins is still gonna, I mean, she called out, help him! So he is going to go up to, let's do Tasha since Amrit's by the other guy. Jenkins is gonna try to grapple Tasha.
Okay. Jenkins. Tasha turns around. He's breathing heavy. She just high-fived Quill. Damn it. Quickly dodges his attempt.
Good. Does he have a bonus? Nope. Okay, that's my AOD.
He's like fetching the arrow out his back. Does it look bad? It looks really bad. Judith, you're up.
Judith, who's just been hanging out in the back here, is going to 5, 10, 15, enough where I can kind of see some things. All right. I thought it was scored twice. Okay. I'm going to again pull out my note and say, "The old man may look frail, but damn is he strong. Go get the orb!" And I will inspire you as well, Lewis. With my bonus action. There it is. Okay, and then just because it's really the only thing I can do, I'm going to say that the other team was a strong rival, but damn, they just kept falling asleep. And I will cast Sleep again at 2nd level, this time getting Dr. Mortis and Creed. Where's the thing? Sleep.
Okay.
Ooh, 24.
Oh, yeah.
How much is it? 34?
34, yeah.
All right. Start
I
from the
guess
one with the
Creed.
highest hit points, or
Yeah, it starts with
lower?
Creed and then starts the lowest.
Okay, so Creed goes to sleep. Then he's put in the cage. And this is the closest case to him. He just top left. Closer to the
Yeah.
top left, right?
Yeah.
Very next to. He does get
Four.
back to full hit points. Right, you take him out, but you don't take them.
Okay. That was my action, my bonus action. I'm going to move a little. I'll just move like back a little bit further down, and maybe I can, so that people over here cannot see me from the wall. I don't know, but that would be my turn.
Or unfortunately, you lose this turn, but at the end of your turn, you are dispatched to one square in front of you.
And as she does so, she kind of like appears with her hands on her hip, that closed mouth smile, but then you just see her slowly turn and a shadow cross over her features as those closed happy eyes slit open into this almost very mischievously deadly look in Quill's direction. "Oh, so you want to play with me?" She slowly puts her fist against her palm and you hear knuckles begin popping. "Then let's play, Quill."
Oh,
next week he's a dead bird.
Real quick question. Being put in them cages is kind of like a reset. Is Sanctuary still on Sora?
Yeah, if you get put in the cage, it wouldn't be, but if Sora's fine.
Okay.
Then there's 6 turns left of it.
Amrut, you're the last turn of this session.
All right. I'm gonna get up here.
Oh,
I'm gonna try and kick Tasha into the lava.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jenkins was just gonna grapple her. You're kicking her in there.
Looks at you. Friends, this is appropriate to competition. You said before.
Alrighty. What am I rolling? Am I
Well,
rolling?
if you're a shove is an athletic check.
Gotcha.
If you're on the
Here we go.
defense, you're an athletics or acrobatics.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Might roll high. Oh, shit. All right, she's got to beat a 20. She might be able to beat a 20. We'll see.
God damn it.
You go to kick her. He catches your foot. Says, I don't think so.
He's like hopping on one foot.
But it was it was one of your best kicks. You full blown, and she just caught it. It wasn't easy for her either.
Yeah, he'll like pull his foot free. Fine. And he'll head back down.
Is the darkness still there?
I think so.
Yeah, until Mortis loses concentration on it.
Wow.
That's 15, I think. 20, 25, 30. Alrighty. And then that was my act, so yeah, that's it for me.
Run through. Luckily, the darkness is actually protecting you from the animated armor shooting at you. Tasha looks. He catches her breath after your devastating kick. She looks at Jenkins. Hello, Jenkins. She turns around and looks at the orb. Hello, orb. The orb now has 1 more armor class, 5 more hit points. Game set 2. Again next week.
Whoa.
Boom, 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 boom.
I thought I had her, man.
It was a good effort though.
Disadvantage, you would have won anyway. That's great.
That double nat 20 on a sleight of hand was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just imagining that plague doctor just having Sora just monkeying around over him like, give me the damn ball!
Give me the ball.
Save
That
this initiative.
That was good thinking on Quill, but Sora's wanting some payback.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to play the rival team as they're equal competitors right now. You guys are maybe come out on top, but it won't be a freebie. It'll be tough, but it'll be a good time. But let's close out the session proper, and then we can talk about the session. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for stopping by again, Candace. I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody say goodbye to the stream.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hell
Peace
yeah.
upon you.
It's a reminder to the players, they can talk when I roll the credits. I can't talk. So with that said, I'm roll those credits.
Out of fear, we kept running, tried to hide away. Can you hear? War is coming, beckoning our fate. This is the day that we stand up. This is the day we fight. We'll take our place, we won't give in. Our victory is in sight. Only a sword in our hand, but we enter the lion's den. We're not waiting for a war.